studio. Car accidents, other injuries? Call pound 546 from your cell or visit whenyouneedus.com. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now number 1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. You are now listening to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
That's right, guys. Here we go on a Wednesday edition of the Jim Colbert Show. Thanks so much for tuning in. We do have a bit of a banger for you today. We'll get you caught up on what's happening out there in the world. Deb's Woke News will do that. Animal House at 4 o'clock. Polka Dogs, they're dropping by today. I'll talk to Carrie Moole. She's the foster mom and volunteer. Scott Maxwell today at 5:20. Trivia, Ross Thoughts, and a special Ross Thoughts today. Not to mention your calls and texts. Last call all day long. Welcome to the program. I am Jim. To my left, my lovely and very dangerous co-host, Ms. Deb Roberts.
Hello there.
Straight ahead producer, Jack Bradshaw.
Good afternoon.
Comedy alien, Ross Padgett.
And then the man, the myth, the legend, the Jimmy Colbert.
Rawr, the crowd goes wild. Put your boobs
Jim.
away.
My name is Jim.
Put your what away?
407-916-1041. You can text us at 77031. Social media is easy as well. Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at The Jim Colbert Show. On Twitter, just at Jim Colbert Show. You can find us everywhere and take us everywhere you go using the iHeartRadio app. And, of course, online, it's JimColbertLive.com. That's where you'll see all the videos, the blogs, and, of course, how you can order our Jim Colbert Show seasonings and rubs right there. What's going on, guys? How's your Wednesday? What were you saying, by the way?
I was telling the
what?
crowd.
Okay, the crowd.
And then there was a woman in that crowd
Okay.
that you just heard
Mm-hmm.
that flashed. And I
That
was like,
flashed.
hey, put your boobs away.
Oh, that's why the boobs were. Okay.
There's children around. Ma'am, you're about to get arrested.
Is that what happened?
What are you doing with that bucket? Oh, no. Oh, no, there's bathrooms over there.
Whoa.
And I was like, oh, wow, that's an interesting tattoo. I don't really like ankle tattoos.
We had our Christmas party today here at the station.
Yeah, we did.
It was an impromptu thing, I think. I mean, not impromptu per se, but I mean, it was just kind of weird because usually it's at another place,
And at night.
And at night.
Ours
and
started at 10 a.m. with wine, beer.
You have to check in, all that stuff. And I said, no, this time it was between 10 and 1. Normal Christmas party time. Where everybody can get a couple drinks and have a good time and really let loose, or go back to your cubicle with the smell of scallops still in your breath.
Well, guess what? 4 people at that Christmas party are actually working after the Christmas party.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the 4 of
gone.
us.
All right,
Everyone else is...
Everybody else bailed.
There were scallops?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, bacon wrap.
And filet.
Oh,
Or
that
little
was
pieces
in
of
there?
steak, yeah. Little pieces of steak wrapped up. It was a pork, like a teriyaki pork. Whatever they could trade.
Yeah.
They had an open bar as well. I had 2 mimosas. I'm lit.
Are you really?
Oh, yeah. Nothing gets me lit up like 6 ounces of champagne.
Are you a mimosa guy?
That's almost a drink. I actually do love mimosas, but it's got to be the right feel. And Christmas morning, that's what we do. My mother-in-law will bring over quiche, and we get a nice bottle of champagne and make some mimosas and suck them all down. It's good.
While you open presents? That sounds lovely.
It's great. I mean, we don't even get we do the whole thing, the social thing, before we even start opening gifts, especially now. There are no kids around.
Right.
We have children, but they're not children per se. They're all adults. So, to really, nobody wakes up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yay!
We have to pry 2 of them out of bed to even come down.
How times have changed.
You open the door it's Christmas. What am I getting? I don't feel like getting up.
That's okay, Jimmy. Just do it this way. Do this reverse Christmas gift. Kids want cash, especially older kids.
That's all they want, yeah.
Right? So have a set amount at a certain time, and it gets smaller as it goes later in the day. So the sooner they're out of bed, whatever time you decide you want them out, that's the maximum gift.
It's like electronic trivia. The faster you answer, the more points you get.
100%.
The other way around. Yep. The longer you wait to come down, I take cash from you. That's how to get them out of bed.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
At what?
I just wish I was a mimosa guy. I feel like mimosa men are
proper.
Mimosa men that's almost like an oxymoron.
Right.
I had a mimosa without the champagne today.
That's
just
called orange juice.
Yeah.
But that's how my wife orders them. She goes, I want a mimosa with no orange juice. And they go, just champagne, right? We're like, yeah, but with the special price player. Come on, we're not rookies at this. Come on. We want the mimosa deal that you give to everybody. We just don't just hold the juice and then fill her up. She goes, that's just champagne. I'm like, not really. It's a mimosa with no orange juice. She goes, it's champagne. I go, yeah, I guess you could say that.
It tastes like a better deal.
It does taste like a better deal. Do you know what a Bellini is, Ross?
A Bellini?
Like a peach Bellini?
I think that's, isn't that like laser hair reduction on your butt?
It is not.
No.
But it is
when
like
you vomit after eating.
It's like a mimosa. It's like a mimosa with peach juice and a little bit of orange juice. I think some people put a little drop or two of vodka in there for a Bellini.
Wow.
Or a little bit of that in there. But it's kind of like a mimosa with peach instead. And then they have or mimosas with raspberry in there or cranberry juice. Like a bloody mimosa.
Is there any better sounding drink than a mimosa?
Yeah, I know the worst sounding drink is a mule.
I know.
Yeah, like I'll have a Moscow
I'll have a mule.
Ginger beer, vodka, lime. And some
copper
other stuff.
Cup.
Yeah, and a copper cup.
Let that bad boy sweat.
What is the king? By the way, I talked to Amy Drew Thompson a little bit today. She'll be with us on Friday for Primetime Kitchen. And I know part of what she's talking about is the Christmas drinks. Your Nogs and your...
Coquito.
Coquita. Is it Coquito or...
Coquito.
Coquito. All right, so I told her, I said,
look... It's a female Coquito.
Thank you, I appreciate that. And a small Coquita is a Coquina. But with the Coquita or Coquito, it's a now is that a it's I gotta
That's
get this
Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican,
yes.
Right? I don't want to get because you got to be real careful with those. With when you talk about Puerto Ricans, Cubans. What is the other nationality that gets real offended if you call them one
All
or the
of
other?
them?
Is it really?
Yeah.
But I know this.
pretty much.
But what is the one? Like if you call a Cuban a Puerto Rican, which one of those really gets crazy?
Well, from what I know, Colombians, but pretty much all of them.
Okay, very good.
All of us. We don't like it.
Do Colombians do Coquito?
No.
No, you don't. What is your Christmas drink?
I don't know if we even have one.
Oh, you have to.
I don't
the blood
know.
of their enemies.
There you go, Jack. With a chaser of aguardiente.
Right.
There you go.
Oh, that sounded scary.
That's a black licorice. You do shots of that.
Oh, really? Like
it's
an
an
ouzo?
anise, yeah. Aguardiente, and it is
like a creamy thing.
It's not creamy. It's a crystal clear liqueur. Cristobal is the one that we get, but it's an anise flavored liqueur.
So I've had that because I've had ouzo and those others. But do they make a Christmas drink with that?
Not that I've ever seen. No.
So Google is telling me that there is a Colombian style eggnog. Well, that's a Sabo. Oh God!
Had it? No, don't you dare back out.
I mean, you might as well just give it a try, Jim.
No. Why don't you give it a try?
Sabajón Colombiano.
Mexico. Does that even sound remotely close?
I think yeah. No.
So it's Saba. It's Sabajon. It's Sabajon.
Is it Sabayon?
But it's got the cool.
No,
okay,
it's got
that's
the cool
Mexican,
hat
Jack.
over.
A Sabayon is an actual food thing.
Sabajón Colombiano.
All right, so
Colombian style eggnog.
Sabajón Colombiano. Yeah, Colombian style eggnog.
Like a Colombian.
Spiked with aguardiente, which is fire water.
So
that's what they call it.
So basically, it is an eggnog with what you were just talking
yeah,
about.
I didn't realize that they did that with aguardiente.
So to me, eggnog is not drinkable. Like, but I know there are a number. Have you guys ever heard of a drink called a Brandy Alexander?
Yes.
It's brandy and ice cream, I believe, vanilla ice cream. That also is a big time holiday drink, and it is. They are
easy, Deb.
They're pretty good. But I'm telling you, for me in my world, the king of Christmas drinks is Coquito. And I have a couple friends that make one. Angel has a friend that makes bottles, and I've snaked a bottle of Angels before. And I have a friend named Yoli. And her family also makes Coquito, and it is, man, oh man, it is so good, but it will blank your world up. And I have to tell you, being drunk on Coquito is different than being drunk on anything else.
That's because you've got the dairy. But I'll tell you what, we're going to make this Sabajón, which is 6 cups of whole milk, ½ cup sugar, teaspoon vanilla extract, 6 egg yolks, 2 tablespoons cornstarch, 1 can sweet condensed milk, rum to your taste. Use about 1 cup of rum, about 2 cups ground cinnamon.
Wow, yeah, that's
and aguardiente.
That sounds like a really good drink. I love good winter drinks. Love them.
What about a mead?
You mean like a old pirate beer?
Yeah, like a hot apple cider. Or
an old pirate
it's
beer.
an old pirate beer.
Yeah, mead is like land of, that's Lord of the Rings drink.
Yeah. But I would drink. I mean, I love Christmas drinks so much. Jack, do you have a favorite? Do you like eggnog? I'm not many people I know like eggnog.
Here's the deal.
It's the egg.
It's the name.
The nog?
Yeah, that egg, either eggnog, neither of them sound like anything you want to drink. Mm-hmm. And for that point, I didn't drink it for so long, but Otto was such a big fan. I had it one year. Yeah, I had it 1 year with little Captain Morgan and the cinnamon and stuff. It's a good time, just a little bit. But I think it's like one of the worst named beverages.
Huh. Well, I know that here on the texting service,
the only thing that would make it worse is duck eggnog.
Oh.
I'm fine with that.
A rompope. ROMPOPE with the little mark on it. So I said thing.
The accento.
Yeah. Is that what that is? See, that's what Mexicans drink at Christmas. But I thought Mexicans just drink coquito like everybody else.
No, coquito is a specific.
I know that, but eggnog is eggnog American?
No, I believe that would be. I think it would be European or English,
like a German or Austrian thing or whatever.
I think it would have to.
Do Americans have a traditional, stereotypical Christmas drink?
I think it's just eggnog.
Yeah, but I mean that's not from us though. I mean one that we created on our own. Is it the brandy? I mean, do we know?
We do not, because you're the foodie. If any one of these group people that would know anything about food and drink, Jimmy, it would be the guy who came up with his own 3-spice blend.
Yeah, I know, but with that thing, like I just follow the lead on that stuff. I'm not much of a sweets guy, or I'm not much of a mixologist either. I just cook savory food and whatnot. But
yeah, I think you're right. It's an American invention.
It is.
Eggnog, yeah.
Yeah, well, so that is our traditional American Christmas cocktail is eggnog. There's not a normal Christmas cocktail though, right? There's not like a cocktail like a Tom Collins or any of those that is a stereotypical Christmas cocktail. Nog is the closest thing we have.
That's the only thing I can think of.
I would choose coquito over eggnog every day of the week. It wouldn't even be a contest.
Yeah, no, it's United Kingdom eggnog.
Back to you, Ross.
That's what I thought it was.
But then it's kind of close. But it's leaning towards United Kingdom.
Now, somebody just texted in hot toddy. Do you guys know what a hot toddy is?
It's like hot whiskey.
Yeah.
Whiskey, lemon, honey.
Which is great if you have a sore throat.
Yeah, but I don't really look at that as a Christmas drink. Like, I've never had anybody whip up a toddy as belly up to the bar for a toddy.
No, that's usually the only time I've ever had one of those is, again, when you need the honey and the lemon for a sore throat.
I got to tell you,
chest congestion.
I think, if I remember back in my life, I think a hot toddy was the first time I ever had alcohol as a drink in my body.
Oh, that would be a harsh.
Because my dad always had whiskey around, and we would have honey, whiskey, and lemon, and that's exactly what I would drink when I would get sick or whatever. So after that one time drinking it, I was sick all the time. 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. We have some really cool video up right now.
It is a dirty fight now.
It is a dirty fight.
This is dirty.
Okay, so we're going to put this on the Twitter poll and handle it that way. How are we going to do the judging?
Well, we can do it by how many views.
Okay, we'll do it by views.
Yeah.
At JimColbertLive.com, during our little Christmas thing that we just had here in the office, we have a completely psychotic person in the building. Her name is Raquel.
Okay.
We talked about her yesterday. With her kicking butt in football picks.
She's the football savant, and she's also a complete maniac whom we all love. And when she goes to party, There's no half-stepping.
She leans in.
She starts a little dance party, a little booty action, booty dancing, little twerk dance party, and somebody in my room got involved.
And then somebody in my room also got involved.
Jimmy.
So there was a Ross and Deb twerk off with Raquel being the number one, the totem pole of the twerking.
Oh, she was the twerky.
It was like a reverse Oreo.
So, okay. That sounds
perfectly okay.
I'm not sure how that's not racist, but I don't think it is, Jack. I think you skated that one pretty well. But if you want to see Deb shake that ass.
She's black and they're white.
And then
don't call me white.
And then rub that.
Oh, my bad.
Rub it right. What's on the Neapolitan?
Now I don't know what kind of cookie it is.
The Neapolitan. You got your strawberry.
Wait.
Got your caramel. Or
That's not Neapolitan. Someone's got to be vanilla.
Yeah, caramel's
vanilla.
not in Neapolitan.
No, caramel's not, but we're making our own.
Oh, okay.
And that's what we do on the Jim Colbert
You can be
Show.
the strawberry. You're like a vanilla strawberry kind of mix, right?
It would be, but now I'm both. I'm vanilla and strawberry.
Jim Colbert Live. Go check it
I
out.
don't go both ways.
Yeah, you have the Deb video on top, and then the Ross joins the party on the bottom.
They're in there, but Ross and I were talking before the break, and Ross is like, listeners won't want to see that. I'm like, oh, do you have something better? And he goes, I'll find something better. So we actually have a competition. We each put up a blog post. Mine is of Ross and Deb dancing at the Christmas party. Ross decided to get dirty and posted a picture, and I saw the picture. I'm like, oh, boy. A lot of people are going to want to click on that.
Right, yeah, sure.
Just know the person in the picture, well, you'll see.
You'll see it. Yeah, JimColbertLive.com. Check out the big booty dance party. Ross and Deb throwing it down with our friend Raquel in the office. Let's take a little break. We'll come back in a second. Deb, what's coming up with news?
A jury recommends death for a convicted cop killer. Mark Meadows will be the subject of contempt proceedings. And hey, it's National Brownie Day. How one cannabis company decided to celebrate. We'll tell you that and more coming up during Woke News.
Live at realradio.fm on your phone with the free iHeartRadio app and on hundreds of devices like Alexa, Google Home, Xbox, and Sonos. We are an iHeartRadio station.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call ClausmanLaw.com.
Well, we're seeing some slow traffic this afternoon, heading east on I-4, coming in from Polk County from U.S. Highway 27 up to Osceola Polk Line Road, and also between Osceola Parkway and State Road 536. So far, we're in good shape in the westbound direction. No reported problems there. If you're heading out on the beach line, we're trouble-free. 417 looks good, as well as a 408. And no reported problems on the Turnpike. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Wawa. Now, every Tuesday, Wawa Rewards members get any size hot coffee or handcrafted iced coffee for free. All you have to do is sign up for Wawa Rewards. Free Coffee Tuesdays. Good mornings start at Wawa.
Man, the holiday season is right here on top of us. That means that your packages are going to be delivered to your front porch. And, of course, that also means that the porch pirates will be out in droves looking for their free stuff. And they don't even care what it is. Don't think just because the box is light or heavy or small that they won't take it. It doesn't work like that. They're going to steal whatever they can get their hands on. Now, if you have a SafeTouch system, it can be really interesting for these guys because SafeTouch integrates that advanced technology into their camera system. That means their security system and camera system work hand in hand to make sure that you are safe. And more importantly, your stuff isn't taken off your porch during Christmas. Now, what a bah humbug moment that is. Video clips instantly text to you. Not to mention the cops are notified as well. That two-way communicator does all the work, giving you the fastest possible emergency response. That crash and smash technology provides the halo of detection around your home, superior equipment, pro installation, lifetime parts and labor warranty, 24/7 tech support. It goes on and on. These guys are doing what others can for over 36 years and even better. How about free equipment and installation with a monitoring agreement? Just choose the package right for you, and their licensed and bonded installers will get that set up for you, and you'll be safer for it. Just go to safetouch.com. You can also call 888-723-8682. Again, it's safetouch.com. State license EF233.
Real Music Weekends. This weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by attorney Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
Looking for health care coverage? Here's some great news. United Healthcare individual and family plans are now available on the healthcare marketplace. 80% of enrollees can find a plan for $10 or less a month after tax credits. Visit buyuhc.com to shop and learn more. CMS Newsroom, March 12, 2021. Policies have exclusions, limitations, and terms under which the policy may be continued, enforced, or discontinued. For costs and complete coverage details, contact your insurance agent or United Healthcare.
The holidays are always a great time to be reunited with friends and family. Whether you're traveling afar or staying local, give the gift of safety this holiday season by buckling up, obeying the speed limit, putting down distractions, and never driving impaired. Always designate a sober driver or plan ahead to call a rideshare service. Arrive alive this holiday season.
Brought to you by the Florida Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles. Visit FLHSMV.gov for more information.
IDC's kicking off the Christmas season with a spectacular and unprecedented crazy offer. Now through December 12th, you get IDC's already unbeatable price plus an extra 10% savings. And to make it even more affordable, you get 5 years, 0 interest financing. It's our most aggressive holiday offer ever. 10% instant savings and 60 months financing with 0 down and 0 interest. How about a $4,000 pair of diamond stud earrings? Take 10% off the top, then pay just $60 a month. A $6,000 designer bracelet with matching earrings minus 10% instant savings, then pay just $90 a month. Everything's included. Eternity band, fashion rings, colored gemstone jewelry, all new designer jewelry from LA and New York, stackable rings, Cuban link necklaces. Find the perfect gift with a perfect pay plan. 5 years, 0 interest financing. You can even finance the sales tax. And as an added surprise, for the first 12 days of December, go to shopidc.com for some secret buys and special offers on some great holiday gifts. Merry Christmas from International Diamond Center. 4 convenient Orlando locations. Credit details at shopidc.com.
With the largest selection of late model pre-owned trucks in stock, no matter what you're looking for, Ford, Chevy, Dodge Ram, GMC, Nation Trucks has it on the lot right now. And interest rates are as low as 1.99%. No payments till April with approved credit. So start driving the truck that you deserve. Visit nationstrucks.com today.
My Way from Giorgio Armani. This sparkling, floral, woody fragrance, consciously sourced ingredients from around the world in sustainable, refillable packaging. The union of citrus, tuberose, vanilla, and warm wood. Unbox the most desired gifts this holiday season with My Way from Giorgio Armani. For the woman who wants to live life her way.
Need to turn your home equity into cash? This is Robert Palmer, and home values are at an all-time high. Smart homeowners are accessing home equity at today's low rates, but don't use your home equity to pay closing costs. Let me pay them instead. Visit rpfunding.com for details. NMLS 70168, Equal Housing.
Mills Air in business since 1992 here in Central Florida. That's over 29 years. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealers. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment changeouts and upgrades right now up to $1,275 in rebates. Go to millsair.com.
During the season of giving, you might give away more than you want.
Sweater for Mom, video game for Jake, and my credit card for someone named Gina?
More online activity can mean more exposed personal info, but LifeLock by Norton has identity theft protection all wrapped up. And if you become a victim, we'll work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions, but you can save up to 25% off your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit lifelock.com today.
If you've been involved in a car accident and are not sure of your legal options, call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 and take back control of your life.
Office in Orlando.
Hey, Orlando remodeling pros. Start estimating faster and win more jobs with Houzz Pro software. That's Houzz Pro. With Houzz Pro, you can create and send professional estimates in just minutes from the office or the field. Local labor and material costs are included to help you stay competitive. Plus, invoicing and online payments are built right in. So go to Houzz Pro, that's Houzz Pro, online or in the App Store, and sign up for free today.
Ho, ho, ho! It's Santa! The elves are busy in the workshop while I broadcast live from my special studio on iHeartRadio. It's my very own radio station, North Pole Radio. It's all your favorite Christmas songs and me. You can listen to me anywhere on the free iHeartRadio app, and it's really easy to play me on that smart speaker I gave you last year. Just ask Alexa to play North Pole Radio on iHeartRadio. iHeartRadio. Merry Christmas!
Order your Hummer EV at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade. We now return to the Jim Colbert Show.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. That's how you call us. You have something that you need to get off of your mind, we'll gladly listen. We'll be your therapist today for sure. We'll do it every day, actually. You can text our show as well, 77031. Welcome back. I am Jim. Jack and Ross sit right over there. Let's get a check of the news. Here's Deb.
And now, it's time for Woke News.
seems like kind of a misuse of the whole world.
On the Jim Colbert Show.
And Woke News is brought to you by Home Loans Radio with that mortgage guy, Don. He's also host of the Home Loans Radio Show. A jury in Orlando is recommending the death penalty for Markeith Lloyd. Lloyd was convicted of killing Orlando Police Lieutenant Deborah Clayton in a shooting nearly 5 years ago. Now, the jury deliberated for about 5 hours to wrap up the penalty phase of Lloyd's murder trial. The 46-year-old is already serving life in prison for another murder, that of his pregnant ex-girlfriend. The judge will consider the jury's recommendation and then hand down the sentence. But if you happen to be watching today, Lloyd was not happy and had to once again nearly be taken out of the courtroom.
Yeah.
I know.
Get it all out, buddy.
Get it all out, yeah.
Get it all out now. Well, you get the camera because they have bad news for you. In about a week or so, you're not going to be getting anything out. Well, maybe one thing.
A juror's late change of heart could lead to a mistrial in a Broward County murder case. Deontay Razilis was convicted yesterday of manslaughter in the 2014 death of Jill Halliburton Sue, but the jury then rescinded that verdict because one juror changed her mind.
She basically took it back?
Took it back.
Wow, I didn't know you could do that.
The judge ordered jurors to deliberate some more, but they told the judge they're deadlocked.
Wow, that's unbelievable.
The judge, though, ordered jurors to come back today to continue deliberations, but if no agreement is reached, if they can't get that holdout juror to change her mind,
hung jury,
the judge may declare a mistrial.
Wow, so would they retry them?
Then they would have to decide to retry the case all over again.
Wow, man. What a waste. What a waste of time and money.
And how frustrating.
Right. My God. All those other people with that time and they'd had a decision made.
And this is a case like so many cases in Florida that had to be put off because of the pandemic, because it was a jury trial. It is a murder trial. And then to have this late change of heart come and have everything all for naught.
I think I'm going to change my mind.
Meanwhile, also in South Florida, investigators may be closer to solving a cold case murder in Broward County. Davie police announced yesterday that they've identified the body of a woman killed 46 years ago.
Damn.
As Carolyn Dunn Moody, the 21-year-old Mississippi resident, was found dead in a canal 2 days before Christmas in 1975. It was also 1 day before her 22nd birthday. Her death was ruled a homicide, and Police Chief Steve Kinsey says detectives are working to bring justice to her and her family. Maybe 46 years later, doesn't matter. They're still working that case like it's brand new.
It's amazing how often it happens. There was another story today about a scuba diver finding a car that had a couple in it that had been missing for 25 or 30 years.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, man.
Again, and a lot of those cases, I'm surprised that there isn't more sonar searches of area bodies of water, especially those near roads, considering just the stories in Florida that we've had of missing people turning up in retention ponds at the end of a road in a subdivision.
This one was like beside one of those very deep lakes. So imagine you just cruising along, middle of the night, nod off a little bit, go off the road, go into a crevasse that has water that's 40 feet deep. No idea any of that happened. We've heard about people just driving off the road up north into ditches and get snowed over and just basically sit there and die.
One of the craziest stories I ever heard was in the Southwest, where I think it may have been in California, those steep mountain canyon roads. Someone went off the highway and landed on top of a car that had gone off the road years before, and his family had been wondering what happened to him. If this person hadn't gone off the road and landed on top of his car, it would have remained a mystery. This person would have just disappeared off the face of the earth.
And think about with the Brian Laundrie case, how many people were found? Like 4 people were found that had been missing when they were searching for that guy.
Right, exactly.
Crazy,
so it still does happen. All right, Brevard Public Schools is offering bonuses to substitute teachers who work over the winter break. Substitutes who agree to work December 20th and December 21st will receive an additional $50. Hey, here's a quarter from Grandma and Grandpa. I mean, this comes as substitute teachers are in short supply around the country. Now, school officials say the district has a good amount of subs, but most are turning down the opportunity when called.
Yeah, $50, man.
$50, man.
Is that $8 an hour?
It can't fill up your car or your SUV with that, So
don't go spending this at one gas station.
All right.
$50.
$50. That's their idea of a bonus to come in and work with those little rats around the holidays.
Oh, God.
Orange County is opening an emergency rental assistance program today. Now, this comes after county officials say the city has depleted its $8.6 million in federal funds for the programs. The county's assistance is meant to see Orlando through early 2022 when they're expecting to launch additional assistance programs. Now, it's not just renters that are having difficulty keeping a roof over. It turns out a new report says revenue for hotels in Orlando in October experienced a loss. Analysts saw hotels saw 97% of 2019 profitability in September before dropping to 89% in October. In Orlando, profits per room were down over 62% from 2019.
Wow.
Officials believe the main reason for the decrease was the lack of business travelers. And when you talk about those great rates you get on Southwest and some of those other cheaper airlines, it turns out the business traveler is the one that allows us to get those cheaper prices because they're traveling all the time. So airlines can make those cuts for people who only take that one-off trip. But without the business travelers,
zoom,
we all end up getting screwed. One Florida city is being named in the top 10 housing markets in the U.S. Realtor.com is putting Tampa 10th on the list. The ranking takes into consideration a strong economy, affordability, tech sector job growth. Home sales across these markets are forecast to grow by over 11% year over year in 2022. Tampa's median home price this year is, what do you think it is, gentlemen?
$349.
Ooh, $372.
$348.
Points, Jim, $335.
Very nice.
$335,000. You went up, right?
Way to go, Ross.
No, I went one down.
Then Jim?
I thought you said 349.
I did. What'd you say?
348.
Oh, points, Ross. Sorry.
That's okay.
It's amazing what one quarterback can do for a city.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of that,
well, not to mention, man, let's when you look at Tampa as a package, gambling, good food, incredible beaches, plenty of places to live because the sprawl there is doable. The Tampa itself is an S-hole, but St. Pete, Clearwater, and all those areas over there are absolutely gorgeous. Three major sports franchises that all play well. I mean
they're championship winning.
I mean, yeah,
hockey, baseball, football, boom, done.
50 minutes from the parks.
Well, speaking of their storied quarterback, Tom Brady's latest honor is a familiar one. Sports Illustrated announced yesterday that the Buccaneers quarterback is their sports person of the year. He was also sports person of the year 16 years ago. Now, SI writes that Brady's true superpower is his ability to take time, stretch it out like a resistance band, and then double it back.
Yeah.
All right, speaking of sports, state officials are backing efforts to bring the FIFA World Soccer Tournament to Florida.
Let's go.
The Enterprise Florida Board of Directors agreed to provide $10 million toward the pitch, so Orlando and Miami would each get $5 million to become host cities. Efforts are being led by the Greater Orlando Sports Commission and the Greater Miami Convention and Visitors Bureau. If you were here in '94 when we last hosted World Cup Soccer, it was a ton of fun.
It was a ton of fun.
It was a ton of fun.
If it came back, I would go to a World Cup game in about 5.5 seconds.
And it was
I watched it. We watched the World Cup at bars that entire time, and it was so much fun.
It was an amazing experience, and this was back when soccer had nowhere near the audience that it has now in Central Florida. It would be such a much better experience because there's real soccer fans here now.
Oh yeah.
But everybody, I mean, it was crazy busy.
Well, according to those according to the attendance, there are a lot of soccer fans.
That's what
it's what you give them to come out to see, I guess, because man, they were coming from everywhere. That place was a zoo. I remember because I was so ignorant at the time. More ignorant at the time.
Thank you.
I remember. I remember not knowing anything about it or the draw, and I made fun of it. I'm like, what? I said, what are they going to rent the top of it out for?
Right.
Thinking they would only fill up like the bottom area, and it was standing room only with people waiting to get in.
It was such a cool experience.
And the men's national team. pretty good right now.
Really?
The best men's national team, I think, I don't even know if it's up for debate, that we've ever had. It's a really young, promising team. Now, we missed out on the World Cup last time, but this team that we have right now, we have some bona fide global stars.
Awesome.
That is awesome. That's not the only awesome thing that's, well, while we wait for FIFA, we know that country music star Garth Brooks is going to be making an Orlando stop next year. Brooks will be performing at Camping World Stadium on March 26, 2022 for his nationwide stadium tour. The Orlando concert will mark his first ever show at Camping World Stadium, as well as his first time back in the City Beautiful in over 5 years. Tickets go on sale starting next Friday, December 17th, at 10 a.m.
Yeah, I don't like this new thing they're doing where it's like one price for everybody. I don't care for that. I don't like that at all, actually. I do not care for that at all. I cannot buy my way to the front that way. I cannot buy my way.
Go on, Bougie Jim. Tell us all about it.
I can't buy my way to the front. I want them to make a section I can buy to get in there closer. I don't want to have to get online and wait. Who wants to do that?
You sound like the guy that would disagree with the whole women and children first thing.
That's not
the Titanic.
That's not even close to the same.
You're that rat mustache guy in the movie Titanic.
Exactly.
It's not even close to the same as that. I simply want an ability to buy my way closer to the stage. There's nothing wrong with that. It's the most capitalist thing out there.
So here are some of the details that we might be able to include into the air check that we send. So it's actually going to be in the round there. So he'll be, in the center of the stadium. It's his only Florida appearance.
Which is cool.
Next Friday, 10 a.m., 8-ticket limit. And as Jimmy was alluding to, all tickets are $94.95, all inclusive. So that includes the service charge and the tax, and everything is included.
It's out the door.
Yep. And you can go to Ticketmaster.com. And I was on the phone with them today, and what they want to do is remind people, go to your Ticketmaster account beforehand. Make sure your payment information is up to date.
Right, yeah.
Make sure so you don't get in line, get your tickets, and then you're trying to check out, and then you have a problem. It's like, make sure that everything is up to date before you go next Friday at 10 to try and get your tickets, because it's one show, one Florida date only.
It will sell out as fast as they can sell the tickets. Like, as fast as they can process the information, it will sell out that fast.
If only we had a pair of tickets that we were giving away. That would be so cool. Well, Jim, next week on the Jim Colbert Show, you will have a chance to win a pair of tickets to see Garth Brooks at Camping World Stadium.
Damn.
You can win them before you can buy them, because we're giving them away next week, and tickets go on sale next Friday, December 17th, 10 a.m. sharp.
I'll be on my phone. I'll be on my phone, ready to go, in queue, doing my best to get tickets.
Ticketmaster.com, because you can't win the ones we're giving away.
Let me ask you a quick question. Now, does it say in the I'm just we'll talk about this in a second. Go ahead, Deb.
No, it's okay.
Well, I mean, I don't want to take up your word almost out. Do you get seats, or is it once you get your ticket, you just run in there and get a seat? Even though at $94 a piece, it's not GA, right? I mean, they're still seated.
It does not say general.
The layout that they have online that shows this in the round thing, he really isn't in the dead center of it. He is. There are seats behind him. It is in the round, but the stage is actually more toward one end because of the way the mixing board is set up. So I wonder if all the seats are still numbered, or it's still a numbered seat. You're just getting in early by getting online early.
So what they're recommending is fans should now go to Ticketmaster.com/Garth Brooks and click on sale tips and hints.
There you go.
Make sure your account is ready to go and get all the information they have posted.
All right. Well, and our opportunity to win a pair next Thursday.
That's right.
Nationally, real quick, the House committee investigating January's Capitol attack is reportedly moving forward with criminal contempt proceedings against another Trump ally. This time, it's former White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows. Now, he refused to appear for a deposition, which is interesting because committee leaders pointed out that he seems to have no problem providing details about the riot in his new book.
Right.
So don't get the issue.
They're going to throw every one of these clowns in jail.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Bannon's going to go to jail. Mm-hmm. This guy's going to go to jail. Possibly Mark Meadows. I don't know. I mean, he's pretty connected.
Meanwhile, A Colorado congresswoman is joining a fellow Republican and posting a picture of kids holding guns in front of a Christmas tree. Lauren Boebert, you know her, you love her, tweeted a picture of her 4 boys holding weapons just days after Kentucky's Thomas Massey did the same. Now, Massey received huge blowback for the tweet that was posted after the deadly mass shooting at a Michigan high school. Now, in his tweet, he asked Santa for more ammunition.
Mm-hmm.
In her post, Boebert said Massey isn't getting any spare ammo.
There you go.
So there.
Well, she also said, we got your 6, so they're showing up with their guns. AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, tweeted out, about really finding the true meaning of Christmas, posting with their firearms.
I have come to the conclusion that that all of those fringe Republicans, Taylor Greene, this one,
Matt Gates,
all they do
Jim Jordan.
They do this for the sole purpose of lighting a fire under the asses of the media. They only simply do this to prime that pump. I mean, because you probably couldn't go back in the history of Lauren Boebert's family and find a photograph of her or her kids with guns. They simply do it because they know the liberal media will bite. That's it. They're doing it to 1,000%
I think it's warm, Hardy. I mean, it's just, doesn't it warm?
That's all it is.
But it's got to warm the cockles of your heart, right?
I mean, look, man, you can take a picture of your Christmas tree, do whatever you want. I don't give a damn. I mean, I just know what they're doing.
Ultimately, every decision they make, every single one is how to either attain or maintain the power that they've accumulated.
Sure.
That's it. It's about staying in office with everyone.
With any political position.
It's their number one goal. Yeah. Maybe if they could do some good along the way, that'll happen. But the number one goal. So it's a calculation that doing this is going to help them.
It is, though, because Lauren Boebert's raising more money than she ever has, by the way.
Right.
She's got more cash on hand. When she does stuff like that, her donations actually go through the roof, which is exactly why they do it. Yeah. It's all about money.
All I know is that Christmas tree was terrifying.
Yeah.
Not a single needle dropped. And finally, a Massachusetts cannabis company decided there was no better way to celebrate National Brownie Day than with a gigantic pot brownie.
Hell yeah.
In fact, Mary Med Incorporated believes the 3-foot by 3-foot confection is the largest THC-infused brownie ever made. It's 15 inches tall, weighs about 85 pounds, and packs a kick with more than 20,000 milligrams of THC.
Not bad.
That's a weekend use.
Yeah, that'll keep you bent up pretty good. It's the irony of eating a brownie that makes you hungrier.
I know. And now you all are officially woke, and Woke News is brought to you by Home Loans Radio with that mortgage guy, Don. So easy to find out if that dream home is in the market for you. Find out. Get pre-approved today. Go to homeloansradio.com, click apply now, and that's it. And it'll allow you to work with someone you can trust and who knows what the mortgage business is doing in your own neighborhood. And that someone is Don. He can help you if it's your first home or if it's your 15th investment home. No appointment, no time off work. You don't have to worry about stressing on I-4. Just go to homeloansradio.com.
Thanks, Deb. 407-916-1041.
Jim, when we come back, can Ross cry and whine about something?
Yeah, absolutely.
Excellent.
We'll do that next.
Real Radio is Real Music Weekends. Real Music Weekends. This weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by attorney Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
This Real Radio 104.1 weather report sponsored by Rude Air Conditioning, powered by Ferguson HVAC.
Well, hey, everybody. Good Wednesday to you. Fox 35 Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jamie King now. Fox 35 Storm Center. Another start to the day on a foggy note. Locally dense fog will begin to clear up by about mid-late morning. Then we're in store for a mostly sunny afternoon with just a slight increase in some late afternoon clouds. Could yield a couple isolated showers as a front moves through. A warm one today. Highs of 83. Isolated evening shower chance at 20%. Really not a big deal. Mostly cloudy with some patchy fog late tonight. Lows to 65. By tomorrow, mix of sun and clouds. A high near 80, 82 Friday, no chance of rain with wake-up temps there at 63. For Fox 35, I'm Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jamie King. Take care.
This report is sponsored by Tradewinds Island Resort on St. Pete Beach. Whether you've been naughty or nice, your tropical holiday awaits at Tradewinds Island Resorts, located on St. Pete Beach. Voted #1 beach in the U.S. Soft white sands, gentle waves, and pink sunsets. Only a short drive away. Visit justletgo.com and add a Tradewinds holiday getaway to your wish list.
Happy holidays to you and your family from the family over at Mossy Oak Fence. Love these guys. You will as well. And as a special thank you during the holidays, our friends over at Mossy Oak Fence offering a free walk gate for every purchase of $150 or more to all active military, veterans, and first responders. Valued at up to $500. All you have to do is visit mossyoakfences.com and mention promo code USA. Just a small token of the Mossy family's appreciation exclusively for our military and first responders. Again, it's easy. That's mossyoakfences.com, promo code USA.
Spectrum Business is proud to support small businesses with the best internet and phone services at the best value. But we want to do more. So now, for a limited time, get 1 month of services for free. That's right, 1 month on us. Get 200 megabit per second internet and business phone, and even TV, all free for 1 month, plus free installation. Call 855-757-4544 or visit spectrum.com/business today. Restrictions apply.
Care has the power to bring kindness where it's needed. It brings out the best in every one of us. It doesn't just see people. It takes time to understand them. It puts the needs of others ahead of its own. And when you start with care, you end up with a very different kind of bank. Truist. Truist Bank, member FDIC.
Hi, welcome to Culver's.
Seeing the joy that people feel when they share a meal with family and friends, that's why we do this. The laughter of kids around the table, the thrill of families driving through for a treat.
What can we make fresh for you today?
The delight of not having to cook, and instead, letting us safely serve you. It all comes back to taking care of each other. And for that, we'll be here with your favorites, and always a smile.
The way we make our frozen custard shakes at Culver's isn't all that different from how you might at home. Whip up a batch of fresh frozen custard, like we do daily in our restaurants. You'll need farm fresh dairy and a precise temperature-controlled custard machine. Don't worry, I know a guy. Scoop the slow-churned custard into a cup, add milk and whatever flavor you're craving. Real strawberry, mint, peanut butter. Commence sipping.
Better yet, come to Culver's and leave the whole expertly handcrafted shake thing to us. Welcome to Delicious.
Get the cups with Tuesday coffee. Wah, wah, la, 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 la. Get the app and get free coffee. Wah, wah, la, 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 la.
This holiday season, Wawa Rewards members get any size coffee free on Tuesdays, including Wawa's warm and inviting Holiday Blend Hot Coffee or handcrafted Peppermint Mocha Iced Coffee. Get the Wawa app, sign up for rewards, and get free coffee Tuesdays. Happy holidays start at
Wah, wah, la, 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 wah.
Sure, any 2 slices of bread with something in the middle makes a sandwich. But what makes a Wawa hoagie a hoagie? Is it the roll, perfectly crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside? The deli meats and cheeses, premium quality piled high? The fresh, crisp veggies, sauces, aioli, spices, oil, and vinegar? Or is it getting it made fresh just the way you like?
Yeah, it's all of that.
Hoagies made fresh just for you. Gotta have a Wawa.
Hi, break time?
I know you.
I'm Cologuard, a prescription colon cancer screening option for people 45 plus at average risk. It seems like you take care of yourself.
I do. I play tennis. I try to eat well.
What about screening for colon cancer?
Not yet.
Don't wait. Colon cancer is more treatable when it's caught in early stages.
Tell me more.
Cologuard is non-invasive and is used at home. It detects altered DNA in your stool to find 92% of colon cancers.
92%?
Yep, even those in early stages.
This was seen in a clinical study with patients 50 and older. Any positive result should be followed by a diagnostic colonoscopy. False positive and negative results may occur. Cologuard is not a replacement for colonoscopy in high-risk patients. Do not use if you have had adenomas, have inflammatory bowel disease and certain hereditary syndromes, or a personal or family history of colon cancer.
Most insured patients pay $0. Ask your provider or an online prescriber if Cologuard is right for you, or visit requestcologuard.com.
I'm on it.
Excellent.
To build a better tomorrow, we're making a bold new energy commitment to transform the energy grid, preventing thousands of outages, to add more renewables and advanced technologies like solar and wind as we drive toward net zero carbon, all while keeping the energy you depend on reliable and affordable. We're Duke Energy, and we're building a smarter energy future for you.
Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
This year full of real radio is brought to you by Klausman Law. Car crash? Call Glenn Klausman. KlausmanLaw.com.
Love us while you got us. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Radio 1041. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. Text us at 770-301. JimColbertLive.com. That's where you can see not only the cool videos we just put up of the big dance party that just happened where Deb was twerking. So was Ross. You can also get your Jim Colbert Show spices and rubs there. Just leave your information, Venmo, me the cash, and we'll send it right off. Got another whole group going out tomorrow. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Jack and Ross and Deb are all here as well. What was going on with him?
You mean twerking queen?
Yeah, do you want to speak up?
No, you are the worst.
What do you mean I'm the worst?
This guy's a slippery snake.
Yeah,
he's just like a snake that's always secreting.
Yeah, but what are you?
I know.
What are you mad about? By the way, we have Animal House coming up in about 10 minutes or so. What are you? You said you were upset and you were complaining about something.
No, I think Jack said that.
Yeah,
but what Jack told you?
I was reading the room.
What are you mad about? What are you upset about?
We have a video competition that really isn't even a competition.
Right?
How's that?
Because Jack. It's not a competition because we're just trying to get views.
Tell me this. What was the competition supposed to be?
That my post and his post, whoever got the most views.
Right. So his post, which would be Deb twerking with an office member here.
Yeah.
Ass to ass, by the way.
Yeah.
And then your video is you also twerking in that same group of people?
Yes. No. That's all on my blog post.
That proves my point.
Yeah.
Doesn't even know it exists.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is where I say you have to speak up. If you see something that's not right in the world, you have to become the change you want to see in the world.
But that goes out the window, though, when we're running late for a break.
So here's the deal. And that's why you have time right now. All you're doing is complaining instead of getting to the point. The point is, if I may, we have the video of our coworkers, Jim, dancing with a fellow coworker, Raquel, and I think it was great video.
It is good video.
Ross did not seem excited by it. He didn't think the listeners would be interested in watching that video. He said, "Oh, if we're going to put something up on the blog, we can do better than that." And so I said, "Fine,
thanks, Ross.
You post whatever you want."
Yeah.
And then I'll post the picture of you guys dancing at the office party today.
Why? Because nobody's going to like it.
And we'll see which one gets more views, which blog post gets more views. Both are at JimColbertLive.com.
Uh-huh.
I guess a DJ going number 2 is more important.
No.
Ross actually came up with something that's pretty interesting.
Well, I mean, here's what I can't figure out. I can't figure out how a fire didn't start with how hard you were rubbing your ass against that other ass. I mean, you are grinding your butt into her butt.
What? Have you seen my video?
Yours is the one right below it, right?
No.
Where's his? Because you're dancing with him as well. I thought it was the same thing.
No, there's 2 videos.
That's both Jack's videos.
Both of my videos.
Where are yours?
Hey, you have to back out. Go to the blog post, the one about the DJ.
He's going to have to start all
taking
over.
a bathroom.
He's going to have to quit.
I thought I just...
Hold on.
It's the one about the DJ.
Just hold on for a second. I'm opening up my Hulu account here real quick.
He's going to have to learn how to code. To be able to do that.
God dang it. Hold on. I got to do Amazon Prime first. That's where I get my Hulu.
My video is on Jim Colbert Live, and it's a DJ who keeps DJing while he's going to the bathroom.
Okay.
Yeah. So Ross has that video. My video is of the dancing at the party.
And his video is being watched more than mine.
Which one is getting more views?
the guy spitting lyrics on the toilet, though, is kind of funny. But
it actually is funny.
It is
funny.
That's
a gem. Also, that video has not gone viral yet. That video has a very strong chance of going viral.
Okay. You found that today?
I found that video today. That video has like 5,000 views.
Oh, it should have
YouTube.
a lot more than that.
And that screams like a multi-million hit right there.
Where'd you find that?
I found it on the internet.
Just tooling around?
I was just tooling around.
Is it better than Deb grinding her ass in with another employee here?
See, now, you're right. Maybe nationally, worldwide, maybe the toilet DJ will get more hits. But I think to our audience, since they have a connection with Deb and Ross, and they even know Raquel, I think they're going to be more interested in the dancing that happened at our midday Christmas party today.
That grinding and the smoke that commenced from that was enough to...
That was me vaping.
That was... it called you over to take part.
All right.
You could have just...
JimColbertLive.com. It's all there. It's all there.
I do not think the twerk video is a very good blog post.
Wow.
That's harsh.
I think mine is far superior. Mine is evergreen.
Is this why you're bitchy? Is this why you're mad and moody? Like a little teenage girl?
I think that the dance video should have been more of an Instagram story. But alas, we don't care about the Instagram story.
Well, we do care about it.
No.
We think that is going to do better on the blog.
I guarantee you that is not the case.
Well, it might not be. Why can't you put them in both places?
Because then it splits it, and then both of them would hurt.
Okay.
Honestly, probably not.
All right.
Well, you did move up. Your pooping DJ now is number 2, right behind.
Oh, isn't that apropos?
Right behind you and Deb dancing. Yeah, and you should be honored that you're the one dancing in the top blog post right now.
I didn't even want to dance.
Shake that ass, bitch.
You always want to dance.
Didn't want to dance there.
You don't want to do anything. You're like a sour old bitch.
I'm not.
What is wrong with you?
I told you he was having a hissy fit.
You're like an old woman who ran out of flour. That's what you are. You're like an old Amish woman who ran out of butter.
What?
They got to make it from scratch.
Yeah, put on your bonnet.
That's not my first
and go out
time.
and scream at the chickens.
Careful, Jack. That was on camera.
And your haircut's annoying. Can I tell you that?
What do you mean my haircut's
Your haircut's annoying.
Okay, and makeup.
You look like an 80s detective.
That's a good thing.
No,
80s detectives are hot.
You look like a stand-in bass player for Def Leppard. If Def Leppard's cover band.
I'm sorry, are they super famous?
Yeah. You look like a guy you can't trust.
You get that one.
What do you mean I look like I got my bangs are killing it?
Bangs is the word.
I got bangs.
What?
I got bangs.
Nobody has bangs.
People have bangs.
Men don't have bangs.
I used to have bangs.
407-916-1041. Back with Animal House right after this.
Oh.
Bangs.
Because Christmas is great when you're a kid.
It's a time for giving. And look what Mr. Landlord gave me. It's an eviction notice.
Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Best holiday selection, lowest prices.
Officials still working to clear a serious crash eastbound on I-4 between Lake Mary Boulevard and County Road 46A, taking up the right lane. It's also slow between Osceola Parkway and State Road 536. A slow go-to between Conroy Road and OBT, and we're seeing westbound delays now on I-4 between Sand Lake Road and Central Florida Parkway. Avoid westbound travel on Colonial Drive. There's a crash slowing you down at Bumpy Avenue. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center. I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Nomi Health. Nomi Health is now providing same-day COVID-19 testing in Orlando. Quick and convenient drive-through testing is available with no out-of-pocket cost. To register and find the site near you, visit nomihealth.com/FL. That's nomihealth.com/FL. Get tested today with Nomi Health.
Time to upgrade your windows in your home. FAS Windows can do that for you. FAS Windows and Doors have put in windows in 2 of my homes now. I know Jack has them as well. Our buddy Jim Phillips had them. And plenty of Central Floridians have leaned on FAS to upgrade their home, make it feel better, make it look better, make it worth more money, make your AC work less, make it last longer, all of these things by just one simple decision of getting your windows upgraded from those single pane aluminum frame windows to double insulated vinyl windows. FAS Windows and Doors can do that for you. They can give you a great quote and incredible craftsmanship. They can do that for your doors as well. Your entryway door, all your sliders, they can do it. It's FASWD.com. Find their showroom at Fairbanks and I-4. You will not be disappointed. It's FASWD.com.
When you owe the IRS or state sales tax and can't pay, call J. David Tax Law for effective tax help. J. David Tax Law can stop IRS or state collection actions and protect you from financial ruin. Call J. David Tax Law for a no-cost consultation at 407-603-3962. That's 407-603-3962 or at jdavidtaxlaw.com. Peace of mind is only a click or phone call away.
Can you believe the year's almost over? Hey, this is RC Hill from RC Hill Mitsubishi. Most businesses count on strong fourth quarter sales. We sure do, and I got a big problem, and I need to catch up. Right now, I'm paying over appraised value for any car. Even if it's really old, I want it. If you owe $2,000, $4,000, or even $6,000 more than it's worth, I still want it. Save big and get more. Like brand new Mirage's 43 miles per gallon lifetime warranty. And introducing the all-new 2022 Outlander in stock and ready for delivery. Plus, check out our certified used cars. And all RCO Mitsubishis come with a lifetime limited warranty. Plus, my Love It or Exchange It program will keep you happy. I believe everyone deserves to drive a nicer, newer car. So even if you've heard no in the past, my dealer next door credit approval process can help you get approved with lower rates and smaller payments. So come into my fourth quarter catch-up sale today. I'm RC Hill and I'm your car dealer next door. Visit us at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Negative equity may be refinanced. New car pricing plus tax tag $8.99 admin fee. Dealer retains all rebates.
Find out just how much you can save on your monthly mortgage payments at rpfunding.com. I'm Robert Palmer, and I want to help you save thousands by refinancing your home loan and letting me pay your closing costs. Rates this low can't last forever, so lock in today. NMLS 70168, Equal Housing.
You work hard, so you deserve the good things in life, like getting an amazing deal on awesome internet. That's why there's never been a better time to switch to Xfinity. Get the fast and reliable internet you deserve for $20 a month for 12 months with a 1-year contract. And don't miss out. Ask how to get 12 times the speed for the same price when you add Xfinity Mobile. Just imagine, faster downloads, more streaming. The possibilities are endless. That's more speed and you'll save hundreds over AT&T. Plus, ask how to score a 5G phone on us when you switch. So what are you waiting for? Sign up now because you deserve awesome internet. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Ends 12/21/21. Restrictions apply. New Connect Internet 50 megabits per second customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Compares monthly service charge for Xfinity 600 megabits per second to AT&T 500 megabits per second, each with one unlimited mobile line for a year as of 10/6/21. Reduced speeds up to 20 gigabytes of mobile usage.
So when is the time to save thousands below retail on thousands of in-stock cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans? Well, right now at Off Lease Only. I know my wife and I just bought a car from Off Lease Only last month. It's a great time to buy. This is your chance to drive away in an incredible deal and save thousands under Kelley Blue Book on the largest selection of used cars, trucks, SUVs, or vans. Other places have low inventory, but not at Off Lease Only. Nearly 4,000 of the nicest, nearly new 2017 through 2021 vehicles on the lot right now. So don't pay more. Choose from the freshest inventory that is arriving daily, plus your trade-in is wanted. So it's never been a better time to trade in and trade up. Financing is available for all types of credit, and you can get pre-qualified on their website right now at offleaseonly.com. You can call them at 407-222-CARS or swing by their massive state-of-the-art location and take a test drive. It's just off the beach line at Narcoossee and McCoy.
Remember when that hurricane took out my lanai?
You mean sunroom?
Same thing. My AAA insurance agent helped make sure I had the right home and auto coverage, so we rebuilt it.
Seriously? Insurance through AAA?
Seriously. I saved over $800 on both home and auto together. And my new lanai is beautiful.
Seriously? You're still calling it a lanai?
The home and auto insurance bundle through AAA. Serious coverage, serious savings. Learn more at AAA.com/seriously. Discounts and savings opportunities subject to eligibility. Savings amounts may vary. Insurance underwritten by Auto Club Insurance Company of Florida.
T-Mobile for Business supports small business owners during their busiest time of year. Switch now and we'll pay off your phone up to $1,000. You keep your phone and your number. Plus, get $200 in Facebook ads on us, so you can reach more customers and finish this year strong. Visit your T-Mobile store and make the switch today. Up to $1,000 via virtual prepaid card for eligible device payoff. Allow 15 days. Qualifying credit service port-in and timely redemption required. No cash access on card and expires in 6 months. Details at T-Mobile.com. Ads via virtual prepaid card when you port in a line with 2 plus more lines or have 3 existing lines.
Any legal issue, Kramer Law, oneFirmForLife.com. Offices Altamont Springs.
Broadcasting live from the personal injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studio. Car accidents, other injuries, call pound 546 from your cell or visit whenyouneedus.com. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now number 1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.5.
Welcome Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. I am Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well. Let's do Animal House.
She likes them fuzzy, furry, feathery, tough, and scaly. It's time for Animal House with Deborah Roberts.
Which is brought to you each and every week by personal injury attorney Glenn Klausman of Klausman Law. We'll tell you how to get in touch with Glenn at the end of Animal House. But right now, put your hands together and welcome Carrie Mowell with the Polka Dog. She's a foster mom and volunteer. Hey, Carrie, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you guys doing?
Good, good. So thank you for joining us today. I know both your president and other officials with Polka Dogs had to work, so I appreciate you coming in today. And you guys have quite a few dogs that you know are looking for their forever home, and Christmas might be a good time for that.
Exactly. We have approximately 18 dogs right now that are looking for their forever homes. And I don't want to say they'd be a perfect Christmas present, but they would be an awesome addition to anybody's home if they are seriously looking for a pet.
And that's the issue around the holidays, isn't it? Everyone thinks of, oh, the puppy in the box with the ribbon at Christmas time. But
just
then
like the commercial.
Just like the commercial.
Yeah.
But then they forget that that animal requires 24/7 care.
Forever.
Yes, forever. That is it. They are forever family members. They're not something that you get for your kids for Christmas and put it underneath a tree. And then 6 months later, we're still dealing with trying to figure out how to keep them from chewing, how to keep them from going to the bathroom in the house. It is a long process to make them part of your family, but they're forever family friends. They're forever family pets.
Yes, they are.
It's not like a kid that you can just drop off at the fire department.
No.
I tried that with two of mine. They told me at 13, you can't do that, sir. Gonna have to leave with you.
You have to take them back with you.
So, Carrie, what kind of you deal specifically in puppies or dogs of all ages or just dogs? I mean, I know it's Polka Dogs. I mean, you guys primarily focus on dogs?
Yes, we primarily focus on dogs. The focus really is they try to work with small dogs, but we are now getting a few larger dogs. But most of them are older, require medical treatment. They have medical issues. They've been neglected or even abused. So we take those dogs that most people, when they go into the shelter, look at them and go, oh, I don't want that dog. It doesn't look right. It's too old, or it's got a skin problem, or you know, something like that. So
you really are the rescue of last resort for a lot of these dogs.
Yes, they are. Yes, we are, because most of ours are seniors, and people seem to think that once a dog gets past about 10 years old, that they're no longer a valuable part of their family, and they are extremely valuable. I love my senior dogs. All of my dogs I have, except my one foster right now, are seniors.
And, you know, the benefit to seniors is that you don't have a lot of those behavioral issues like the going in the house and the chewing and the digging and the barking incessantly that you have with puppies.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's why we keep Jim close by.
That's why we keep him close by, yeah.
So what got you into this? Because, I mean, you know, I know that you don't advertise. I asked Deb for some information. You don't really put the word out there. I mean, is it just a love of animals? And where did that even come from? I mean, you know, having that many animals in your house and then fostering animals as well is a bit much.
Well, I have had animals all my years. I mean, I grew up with horses. I have horses still, and I grew up with dogs. So I have had a love of animals that was God-given. And my adventure into rescue mainly started when I lived in a rural area of California many years ago, when people started dumping animals out where I lived, and I can't keep them all. Even though I have property, I can't keep them all. So I discovered that there's such a thing as rescue.
So, I mean, you feed all these animals yourself, right?
Yes, I do. If you are a foster, I'm going to say 99.9% of the rescues that you would foster a dog through will pay for any of their expenditures. That's medical, feed, or food. You know, if you need to buy them a new bed or toys or a crate. So that those things are covered by the rescue. They just need people to help be that foster parent, if you want to call them that, to that dog that needs a home.
Carrie Mallett with us. She's with Polka Dogs. That's dogswithaz.org. You can find her there and see some of the animals. I know there's a few photographs up of some of the dogs you have. Now, I mean, you live rurally now. I mean, do you have problems with neighbors because of all the dogs you have?
No, I do not. And that was one of the things when I moved here. I made sure that that was not going to be a problem, because I said, I currently have lots of dogs myself, but then I also help with rescue. So I have other dogs coming in.
And, Carrie is, one of, I'm sure there are hundreds of these small independent rescues, see an issue in your community and just try to do your best to address it with a small group of equally diehard volunteers. Right, Carrie?
Yes, that is absolutely right. And I'm simply a volunteer there. I'm not part of the board or, anything like that. I'm just a volunteer. I go help out at the rescue. We do have a facility. We're one of the lucky rescues that actually has their own facility that can house dogs at their facility, but we really do depend on a lot of volunteers, and we need people to come out and help at the facility also. So there's all sorts of different things that people can do if they love animals and they want to help out.
And they can't maybe have the property that you have to maybe foster or help rescue. They can still volunteer their time at the rescue to help you guys keep your doors open and help get the dogs the forever homes that they're looking for.
Exactly. And you just said it, keep the doors open. We had to close our doors this December, and I've only volunteered there for almost a year now, and I understand they usually close the doors in December, but simply because everybody gets busy in December, so we don't have as many people to go to the rescue itself and help the dogs that are at the rescue. So all of the dogs right now are with people in their homes, and that will last till the end of the month. And then a few dogs will go back to the rescue, but we prefer to have them living in someone's home because it teaches them how to be a dog with a family in a house.
Speaking of a family in a house and stuff, I mean, do you have a family, and do they help in this thing with you, or do you have any problems with having so many animals with your family around? Is there any strife there?
No, there is not. Right now, it's just my husband and I, but I have two daughters, and they are grown and out of the house, but they both come and frequently visit, and they are animal lovers themselves, and they've helped in the past when they were at home and Mom brought crazy dogs home. They did help with the dog care and all that. So
that's important, man. That's to have a mate that is cool with that has to be a blessing, because I mean that's a lot, right? I mean it's almost a lifestyle.
Yes, it is. It is a lifestyle. It is.
You're laughing at the insanity of it, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, you are, aren't you? Yeah, I called you. Carrie Mallett is with us, foster mom and volunteer over at Polka Dogs. That's Dogs with a Z. You can find them at polkadogs.org.
And where do they see pictures and get the information of the dogs that are looking for their forever home? Or if folks are listening and they'd like to get some volunteer hours in the new year, how would they contact you, Carrie?
The best way to do it is to go to the rescue website at Polka Dogs, and that's dogs with a D. It's PolkaDogz.org, and all the information that you would need to donate, to volunteer, to find the dogs that are available for rescue is all right there on the page. And yes, we need people to volunteer. And if anybody would like to see some dogs tomorrow evening, we are going to attend the Winter Garden, trying to remember what they called it, Winter Garden downtown.
Like a winter fest of some sort?
Yeah, Winterfest, and it's from 5 to 9 or 5 to 8, and we will be there at Polka Dots. The beautiful lady that puts together Polka Dogs Rescue has the shop called Polka Dots there in downtown Winter Garden, and we will be there with our rescue dogs, and I'll have my Tabby there, and she'd be love to meet all sorts of people and maybe find her forever home.
Oh, wow.
That would be great. And Carrie, you said that you're not on the board of directors and you're not one of the decision makers, but the truth is, They couldn't have a rescue without the volunteers like yourself. So thank you for taking time out today. I know you're busy, as Jimmy says, with all of those animals. We really do appreciate it. We'll get the Animal House podcast posted ASAP, and good luck with tomorrow night's event in Winter Garden.
For sure.
Very much.
Thank you. Appreciate
Thank you.
it.
Yeah. Animal House is brought to you by Glenn Klausman of Klausman Law. If you or someone you know and love have been in a car, truck, or a motorcycle accident, they need to call Klausman Law, and here are 2 reasons why. 1, Glenn never passes you off to a caseworker. He's always going to personally handle your case, so much so that he's going to give you his personal cell phone number. Just a couple of reasons why he's voted Legal Elite and Super Lawyer year after year. He's also an animal lover and a true friend of the show. So again, if you've been in an accident, give him a call at 407-917-1718 or check him out online at klausmanlaw.com. That's KLAUSMAN law.com.
Thanks, Deb. Appreciate that very much. 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Back with more of the Jim Colbert Show right after this.
You're listening to the Jim Colbert Show.
From the Klausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call klausmanlaw.com.
Officials remain on scene of a serious crash. Eastbound I-4 is jammed up between Lake Mary Boulevard and County Road 46A. It's taken up the right lane, too. We're seeing slowdowns, too, between Osceola Parkway and 536, and also between Conroy Road and OBT. Westbound, a solid ride still between World Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road. Heavy traffic south on 429 approaching I-4. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Panera. Panera believes in saying yes to the good things. Yes to mac and cheese. Yes to topping it with cheesy Parmesan crisps. And yes to putting it all on a sandwich. The new grilled mac and cheese sandwich. Get $1 delivery when you order on the app. Panera. Live your yes. Restrictions apply.
And if you wear contacts or glasses, you understand the difficulties of some of life's daily activities. And if you're tired of your glasses fogging up, maybe your contact lens is irritating your eyes, laser vision correction could be the solution for you. And even better, you could use your Flex and Health Savings Account funds to pay for that vision correction procedure. Get clear vision and regain freedom in your daily life with the help of the Filatowski Eye Institute. I did wonders for my son and for my father-in-law. It really changed their life overnight. They can do the same for you. They're the leaders in vision correction here in Central Florida, and they're easy to contact. Schedule your consultation today. Simply text 1041 to 868686. Again, it's easy. Just text 1041 to 868686 for the Filatowski Eye Institute.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
Hey, you want to get a Big Green Egg? The best place to go by far is Wassie's Meat Market. They will deliver and set up the Big Green Egg for you, and they make it so easy. Follow them on Instagram. It's Wassie's Meat Market, or just go to their website, wassiesmeatmarket.com, to get your Big Green Egg today.
It's the strongest offer ever from International Diamond Center. Now through December 12th, you get IDC's already unbeatable price, plus an extra 10% savings. And to make it even more affordable, you get 5 years zero-interest financing. This is an unprecedented, crazy offer. Take an extra 10% and then spread your payments over 5 years, zero down, zero interest. And yes, this is all engagement rings from our exclusive world-class designers. Imagine a $12,000 designer ring with a GIA certified diamond, take 10% off, then pay just $180 a month. Or an $8,000 designer ring minus 10%, then just $120 a month. You can even finance the sales tax. IDC makes it easy to upgrade her diamond this Christmas with our largest ever selection of GIA and Forever Mark diamonds. Get 10% instant savings plus 60 months zero interest. And as an added surprise for the first 12 days of December, go to shopidc.com for some secret buys on some great holiday gifts. Merry Christmas from International Diamond Center. 4 convenient Orlando locations. Approved credit details at shopidc.com.
Need to turn your home equity into cash? This is Robert Palmer, and home values are at an all-time high. Smart homeowners are accessing home equity at today's low rates. But don't use your home equity to pay closing costs. Let me pay them instead. Visit rpfunding.com for details. NMLS 7168, Equal Housing.
Save money by doing it yourself with Fence Outlet's low-maintenance vinyl fence in a box. It's only $3,355 for an average backyard of 120 feet. From hardware to concrete, you get everything you need. Go to fenceoutlet.com. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
Looking for a holiday that's merry, not melted? That's cool, because Kroger has refrigerated delivery trucks. We'll keep your hams honeyed and your cranberries colorful. And our fresh guarantee will save you the wilt and the worry, or we'll make it right. That's more than just delivery, it's Kroger over delivery. Order today at Kroger.com. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
For a limited time, you can get $15 off your first 3 orders for savings up to $45. Offer valid with digital coupon while supplies last.
Spectrum Mobile is reinventing wireless again. Get unlimited on 2+ lines for $29.99 a month per line. No contracts, no added taxes or fees. Includes nationwide 5G. Save up to 60% with Spectrum Mobile. Get unlimited on 2+ lines for $29.99 a month. Call 855-438-2999 or visit a store near you.
Offer valid for new customers on 2+ unlimited lines. Spectrum Internet required. Savings based on 2-line comparison of unlimited plans among major national carriers as of 9/20/21. Prepaid excluded. Restrictions apply.
Ho, ho, ho! It's Santa! The elves are busy in the workshop while I broadcast live from my special studio on iHeartRadio. It's my very own radio station, North Pole Radio. It's all your favorite Christmas songs and me. You can listen to me anywhere on the free iHeartRadio app, and it's really easy to play me on that smart speaker I gave you last year. Just ask Alexa to play North Pole Radio on iHeartRadio. iHeartRadio. Merry Christmas!
Thinking about divorce? Kramer Law. OneFirmForLife.com. Offices Altamont Springs.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on
Hello?
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. JimColbertLive.com, that's where you can see the videos and, of course, order your Jim Colbert Show rubs and spices. We have them up right now. Actually, just got an order in now. We'll get them all sent out for you before Christmas. Just give us a little order there. We'll give you all 3 flavors, chicken, pork, and beef. They're delicious. $32. We'll get it shipped anywhere in the continental U.S., and it's a good deal. It's good stuff. I'm actually talking to my buddy Daniel Dennis and Tom Van from Tom and Dan did their show today.
Yeah.
And was talking to him, and Daniel said he made his I think he made his Thanksgiving pork roast with it, and has made a bunch of burgers and steaks, and absolutely loves it. People are the steak one is really kind of coming into play now because they're doing what I was doing. They're just using it as salt and pepper combined. So instead of just doing salt and pepper on something, use the steak shake. It's got not only salt and pepper, but a blend of other cool stuff in there that makes it taste wonderful. I put them on potatoes last night that I warmed up that I had left over, and they were wonderful. So Jack puts the pork one on popcorn.
Yep. I put the chicken one on my ice cream.
Oh, stop.
Yeah, it's cookies and cream. I get the Winn-Dixie flavor with a little of that.
Yeah, it's already bad.
I almost fell for it.
And then somebody said, I think Jack also said, not Jack, somebody told me that the pork rub on vegetables, grilled vegetables.
Oh,
is
really?
Really good. I haven't tried that yet. So you can get them now, JimColbertLive.com. Welcome back. I am Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well. Last night we went out to see the opening night of the Dr. Phillips Center for this year's Broadway season.
The Prom.
The Prom. Now, it's weird. Most of the musicals that I've seen through the series over the last couple of years have been musicals I've heard of. Only a couple of them I wasn't really familiar with. You know, it was just a remake or a reproduction of those longtime favorites. And the reason they do that is because, you know, you recognize the name, you'll buy a ticket.
Right, yeah. Like a Hamilton.
Kind of have an idea of what you're getting into. Exactly. Frozen's coming up this year. And Disney does a wonderful job because Aladdin last year or the year before was absolutely, no pun intended, magical. It was genuinely unbelievable how good it was.
I think the pun was intended.
Yeah, maybe it was. But this thing last night, I had no clue until we got into the building and read the piece of paper what the thing was about. And well, except for actually a little bit yesterday, we talked about it. I found out it was about. I read that it had been made into a movie with Meryl Streep.
Right. So it was recent. So it's a play that came out a few years ago. They make a movie about it. It's on Netflix. Meryl Streep, James Corden. Now, a lot of fans of the play were not big fans of the movie. I didn't know. Also, I sat down not knowing too much about this show.
Yeah, I hadn't heard of it.
But the one thing I've never left the Dr. Phillips Center disappointed after seeing the show, and last night was no exception. Took my daughter, and I thought the show was hysterical.
It was.
Yeah.
It was really funny.
Yeah.
It was really well written. The actors were superb.
Yes.
It's so funny in these shows. Unlike movies, and with movies you can certainly tell, but movies have tricks. Movies can have filters, angles, cinematography, CGI, overdubbing, and they can fix a lot of your mistakes if you're an actor, you're a film actor, or a television actor. You can't do that on the stage. It's happening in real time in front of you. So for some reason, I've given stage actors, these guys, a lot more credibility than I do even movie star actors, because not to mention the entire machine is built to make that person look good. In these productions, somebody that's not part of the cast, like a main character, can take over, right? They can take over and really steal the show, which is exactly what happened last night, in my opinion. The lead character, by the way, it's about a girl who couldn't go to her prom with her girlfriend as a lesbian because she's in a small town in Indiana. And the twist is the girl's girlfriend is her mom is the one leading the whole "you can't do it" thing. So you get that beautiful irony there. But part of the other part or angle is there is a couple actors that were kind of ending the end of their Broadway career, and at one point they were the biggest names in the game. They were looking for a way to kind of get back into the limelight, and they were using this. Well, the guy who was the big Broadway star from years past, to me, that dude stole the show. I mean, I thought he was brilliantly funny, unbelievably talented. All of his lines went off like he was the comedic relief of the entire show. And that happens occasionally. The lead was great, but to me, the lead was painted into an area where he could only do one certain thing, is be that kind of martyr kind of character.
But that was that role.
It was the role.
I think that was what the role called for. But I really like the female Broadway star. Her voice was phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, she was kind of like a Bette Midler, like a Dollar General Bette Midler. I don't mean to say that disrespectfully, but
her voice was booming.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't say that. She was just like another form of Bette Midler. She kind of looked like Bette Midler, had the very kind of Broadway bombast that Bette Midler has, kind of brassy, super well written, very. I got to tell you
a funny story. It was a really funny.
And that's the key, though, with these things to me is how the story rolls along. Because sometimes if you're not used to musicals and every other thing is a song, it can get a little monotonous if the bits and the songs aren't written well, or if they're slower, ballady kind of songs that aren't mixed in with like big high energy dance numbers. This one did well. I want to know from you, though, Jack. I was talking to my wife about this on the way home. What did you find? Because the entire thing of this was gay acceptance. Would you agree?
Yes.
Okay. Did you find it weird that, it was a predominant theme? There was not one scene in this where the entire focus of the monologue and everything was going toward the idea of accepting gay people for what they are and who they are, where everybody else is, right?
Yeah.
Did you find it odd that in Orlando it didn't hit you the same? And here's my take. I left this and I said it's weird to me because in this city, we don't really experience discrimination with gays. Let me say this. I don't see it as a straight white male who's been in the entertainment business for 30 years and been around gay performers my entire career. It is impossible to escape gay performers in Orlando, Florida.
Have you tried to escape?
You can't. Even if you could, you couldn't. Trust me.
So it's interesting.
So with that said, real quick, I told my wife, I said, I found it odd because it felt like they were really pushing this theme. And in Orlando, it didn't feel like it needed to be pushed. Like, I get where it would play elsewhere, but in Orlando, I was just like, well, I get it. Everybody here accepts gay people. We don't have issues like this anymore. Gays are everywhere in our community, in every facet of our community, from teaching to church to schools, everywhere. So the only thing about the show last night, I was like, it was a lot of that. And in Orlando, I just didn't feel it was quite necessary.
Well,
I know they don't blend the show for other cities, but
the show is the show. But Orlando is a progressive city, kind of like Austin is the blue dot in the red state of Texas.
Yeah.
Orlando is blue as far as that when it comes to that liberal idea and progressive ideas and culture. But I was walking out of that talking to my daughter because I was gauging that this was kind of set maybe about 5-6 years ago in Indiana, judging by the banners that they had hanging in there, right? So, and I was talking to her about how it's amazing how far we've come since 5 years ago, and especially in the Midwest, and how far we've come 20 years ago. I know you and I both spotted Michael Wanzi at the theater last night, and talking to her 20 years ago, you know, Jim Phillips had Michael Wanzi and Doug on doing movie reviews. They were the gay movie reviewers. Even then, I mean, how much Orlando has changed in the past 20 years with acceptance and equality and the ability, to get married and the things that have achieved. But you kind of, sometimes if you weren't living through it, you forget how far you've come. And for some communities, like in the Midwest, you can see how it wasn't that long ago where that seemed like, preventing, a lesbian from bringing her girlfriend to the prom seemed like the right thing to do for a lot of people.
And I would say, and that's what really kind of, as we were leaving, my wife had these conversations all the time, we were saying, and she brought up that very things, like, well, this is set in rural Indiana. In the Midwest where, it's Jesus and married to men and women, and that's it. That's game over, story over, that's it. So, with that in mind, obviously you can see that it applies to a lot of areas, even now in those communities. But here, it does not play like that. It was still a great show, but it just didn't play like that to me.
I remember when a friend in college had come out to my best friend and I about being gay, and it was weeks of, I can't tell you. It's really bad. And I'm, of course, the longer it's taking, I'm like, my God, what is he, a serial killer? What is it? When he told me that he just said, I'm gay, I was like, that's it?
Right, exactly.
That's it? For 2 weeks, you've had me wondering if I need to triple lock my door, and that's all you show up with is I'm gay? Are you kidding me?
The funny thing was,
he couldn't believe our reaction. He was expecting us to
freak out, step away a little bit.
Can't be your friend anymore.
Back off like he's covered in
dew.
Like,
I can be your friend. You're not a serial killer. You're just gay.
The show we're talking about is The Prom. It opened last night at the Dr. Phillips Center. It's playing through the weekend, and you can get more info and tickets at drphillipscenter.org.
You stuck around for the Q&A?
We did not. We left after walked out with your lovely bride as you had the car waiting, like ready to jet. You have your system.
I'm an early leaver. The instant that I know that big number's done, I'm like, I don't care who or where I am in the row, get up. I'm out of there. I'm running to the valet thing because I do not want to wait in valet for 6 days. The reason why? Because that's why I valet.
Yeah.
I want him to bring the car to me. By the way, that cost me a fortune last night.
Yeah. Oh, well. The show ends. Jim is up and out. Meanwhile, then they do the curtain calls, and then they usually do a quick little reprise number, and boom, and everyone is standing and applauding. And Jim's wife is always there till the very end. Jim is out. He gets the car, and he's out there waiting. Then she comes out, and it's a great system.
I don't care about the other stuff. I don't care about it. I saw the show.
He doesn't have to stand and applaud.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
He was there. They should appreciate the fact that he showed up.
I clapped at every number.
What?
I clapped at every number. They've got the clapping out of me. I'm good.
And that was Jack. Jack is in a shocking amount of support with this.
What do you mean?
I would say you stay for the curtain call.
No, I don't do that.
No. I did.
He did.
3 out of the 4 of us were there clapping. I
can ask Jack about it.
Yeah.
I can say, how was the curtain call? He can go, it was great. And I'll go, oh, that's awesome. That's exactly what I'll say to people then.
They did that little number.
Yeah, it's a story about bullying. The other thing I found interesting about it is, as they kind of, as they ran it down, it was interesting to I don't know, how the woman who played the parent did a great job as well.
Yeah. Because you really didn't like her, even when she came out for the end. It's like, oh yeah, I guess you did a good job.
I hate you.
And the funny thing is, she probably sounds like most parents. She probably sounds like. And the other thing I found was interesting is when the girl's daughter went to tell her, I'm not trying to spoil all this, the big thing. She said the thing. She goes, "You already know this, right? Like you already know."
Right.
It's so funny because I do believe a lot of parents do already know. I think that, you're a parent. You see your kid, you understand the mannerisms, you understand certain things, you watch them when they don't even think you're watching.
Yeah.
As a parent, you do that all the time. That's how you know these things to try to keep them safe. And I would say that probably most parents have an idea if their kid either came out or has yet to come out, that there was something there, right? I mean, there are certain mannerisms that lead you to believe that, that your child may be attracted to the same sex. I mean, I think there are, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There have to be.
I believe so.
Overall, it was a great story. It was about bullying. It was about acceptance, and it was very funny.
It was
when you can do a show, that packs a nice message, and you make it funny and entertaining along the way. It's a winner.
They did a wonderful job, and I have to tell you, the crowd absolutely loved it. If you have yet to go see it, I mean, last night was opening night. Grab your ticket. And I will tell you, Ross did exactly what you should do if you're going to see a show in Orlando, specifically at the Dr. Phillips Center. You do it right. Ross, now, he didn't go to the show last night because Jack and I had the tickets that they give out, but you went to a downtown restaurant last night that I gave you a recommendation for, right?
Yeah, and I understood you more.
Yeah, it's a game changer, right? When you do those big nights out like that, and I know sometimes you're like, wow, I can't afford it, I can't do this. Man, these are things you really need to save up for. I learned long ago, I stopped worrying about things as much, and I start worrying, I really want experiences. And this musical series has been a really neat eye-opener. My wife loves them. And I was like, I don't really want, it's not really my thing. And then I went and I was like, wow, this is really unbelievably fun and interesting and just kind of eye-opening. And it broadens your horizons a lot of different ways. You're around different people that you would never really encounter. But do that with a dinner.
I'm looking forward to seeing West Side Story, Steven Spielberg's take on West Side Story.
It's getting massively unbelievable reviews.
Huge reviews.
Incredible. Ross, the restaurant was good?
It was a red pill moment for me.
Yeah.
You can't say the restaurant?
No, I don't want to say the restaurant. I mean,
no, they're doing just fine.
They're doing fine. And my daughter worked there for a while, and it is a stoically important restaurant down on Church, but you could walk from the Dr. Phillips Center over to the spot and get some food. But that's the way to do it, man. If you're going to a show down there, man, on the weekend, weekday, or whatever, get downtown, go to one of those great little restaurants, and then just walk over to the building. Nothing like it.
I don't think I've ever eaten so much food that as soon as I went home, I fell asleep.
Oh, yeah. That's what you do when you eat
that's
food like
a good date night.
Uh-huh.
Hey, yeah.
Got that 12-ounce nap, did you?
Oh, yeah, I got a 12-ounce nap. I was, my eyes rolled back, my toes curled.
Whoa, jeez.
Hey.
And I was eating meat.
Yeah.
The hell of a steak.
Oh, my God, Jack, I
have to tell you, I find it amazing. You were like, when you were telling me about your dinner, you're just laying all these meat items like scallops and steak. And I just felt for your fiance, who is she's a vegan, but she doesn't roll like normal vegans.
No, she's not going to look at me and she's never told me don't order the thing that you want to eat.
Right, yeah.
She doesn't have that. I mean, of course, she would hope that I would, and I have been eating far more salads because I'm pretty sure I've got food in me from like 2006 because I got to eat more salads.
Yeah, you do have to. You eat a lot of that kind of beef. It'll change your world. Namely, your blood will turn into jelly.
Yeah. So I've been trying to eat healthier, and I ate healthier because I knew I was going to get a steak last night. And like I said, man, I just feel like I understood Jim Colbert more. That was the most money I've ever spent on a meal.
Uh-huh.
And you know what? It was worth every dollar.
Every nickel. That's the other thing. When I tell people about some of the money I spent on food and wine and experiences like that, their mouths drop open or whatever. And I was like, well, I try to make it relative. And I'll be like, well, I spent this much money on this, and you spent this much money on this. Whether it be a four-wheeler, a gun, or whatever. And I would say I could never in a million years imagine paying that much for that. So it's all relative, and understand that what I'm suggesting is going to change the way you look at consuming food for the remainder of your life.
I did have this thought. This is going to give some people a hint on how much my steak was, right?
All right.
I looked at it. I put a fork in it. I took a knife, and right before I ate it, I was like, I'm about to eat a video game. I legit thought, would I want this again, or a video game?
Of the 12-ounce Red Dead?
And I got to say, I would go, I had no problem spending that amount of money on a piece of meat because
you got to do it occasionally, man. Sometimes you just got to do it. Good bottle of wine, you just got to do it. Makes you feel good. All right, 407-916-1041. Back with more of the Jim Colbert Show right after this.
You text us at 77031 and we say it on the air. Sometimes. We might even give you credit. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Allison Gargaro with a look at your Central Florida forecast. We have been tracking a front making its way from North Florida across the peninsula this evening. Now, we will be tracking an increase in shower activity and potentially an isolated thunderstorm or two, but the front will be weakening by the time it makes its way to the Orlando metro. Mostly cloudy skies overnight, the chance for some early morning fog and afternoon highs on Thursday near 80 degrees. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Allison Gargaro.
This report is sponsored by Altamont Mall. Celebrate the holidays by stepping into the magic of the Wishing Forest at Altamont Mall. Visit the Wishing Tree Grove, capture magical moments with Santa, and give back to your community with nostalgic games. All proceeds will benefit Allie's Hope Foundation. Visit altamontmall.com to plan your trip.
Man, let me tell you something. If you want a fence, the guys over at Mossy Oak Fence can do that for you. Fall is a great time. Winter's a great time. Anytime's a great time for a fence from our friends over at Mossy Oak Fence, adding appeal and value to your home. More importantly, the safety and security for your family, kids, and pets. That's what I think when I think about Mossy Oak Fence. I think that standard of quality and how they offer the best warranty in the business. Premium quality custom fences built to last. That's what Mossy Oak does, and that's what they did for me. My fence is absolutely gorgeous. Great choices and materials and wonderful craftsmanship you simply can't lose. Call or visit mossyoakfences.com. That's where your family's safety and security is their number one priority. Again, it's mossyoakfences.com.
Attention Central Florida. Autobuy, Google's #1 rated car buying company in the nation, makes it fast and easy to sell your car, truck, SUV, boat, or ATV. If it has wheels, we'll buy it. If it floats, we will buy it for the max. On the spot and in 20 minutes or less. Don't get misleading online offers that change when you get there. Call, click, chat, or come by to get your instant offer. It's that fast and easy, and you'll get the max. We'll pay up to $1,000 more than any written, valid CarMax offer. To get the max, visit Autobuy. WePayTheMax.com.
My Way from Giorgio Armani. This sparkling, floral, woody fragrance, consciously sourced ingredients from around the world in sustainable, refillable packaging. The union of citrus, tuberose, vanilla, and warm wood. Unbox the most desired gifts this holiday season with My Way from Giorgio Armani. For the woman who wants to live life her way.
Here's what Fence Outlet customers have to say about their experience. You know, my wife makes fun of me for all the research I do before buying something. Boy, I'm glad I went with Fence Outlet for our new vinyl fence. They've been in business 25 years. They manufacture their own white vinyl fence, and they stand by it. 2 other companies closed just 2 weeks after we got their quote. I'm not one to say I told you so, but I wonder how good those other warranties are now. Thanks, Fence Outlet.
See for yourself. Go to fenceoutlet.com. That's fenceoutlet.com.
Marty, I am the ghost of rewards past, here to show you all the cash back you could have earned on your holiday purchases.
But I get up to 1.75% cash back on all my purchases.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I have a Navy Federal Credit Union cash rewards card.
Well, cool. Happy holidays.
Learn how you can slay the season with the Cash Rewards Card at NavyFederal.org. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Insured by NCUA.
Get the cups with Tuesday coffee. Wah, wah, la, 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 wah. Get the app and get free coffee. Wah, wah, la, 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 wah.
This holiday season, Wawa Rewards members get any size coffee free on Tuesdays, including Wawa's warm and inviting Holiday Blend Hot Coffee or handcrafted Peppermint Mocha Iced Coffee. Get the Wawa app, sign up for rewards, and get free coffee Tuesdays. Happy holidays start at
Wah, la, 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 wah, wah.
Holiday flavors are back at Wawa. Your favorite handcrafted beverages are available in the festive flavors of peppermint mocha, eggnog, and vanilla sugar cookie. From smoothies and milkshakes to hot lattes, frozen cappuccinos, and more, we'll make each one fresh with holiday cheer. Available all day, you can order ahead with the Wawa app, just in time for an afternoon pick-me-up. Treat yourself to a holiday handcrafted beverage at Wawa. Limited time only.
Do your pets have the same energy they used to? Do they have problems with itching, scratching, a dull coat, or goopy ears? Then your pets need Dinovite.
DINOVITE.com.
For over 20 years, pet owners have trusted Dinovite to supplement their pet's diet.
We started Dinovite, and in our first box, we noticed a difference.
Dinovite is an all-natural daily supplement made from whole foods that help support your pet's immune system, digestion, skin, and coat.
Within 3 weeks, he's not scratching and itching, and he's an all-around happier dog.
Today's commercial pet foods are processed at high temperatures, which bakes out all the essential goodness. These processed foods can lack the essential vitamins, enzymes, and probiotics that contribute to overall good health. Adding a scoop of Dinovite to your pet's food bowl is the answer.
If you love your pets as much as I do, you'll want to do what's best for them to live long, healthy, happy lives. I have 2 cats and 2 dogs. All 4 of them are on the Dinovite.
You won't believe how happy your dog will be.
DINOVITE.com.
Meet Off Lease Only Express, the hassle-free option to buying a car from home. Off Lease Only, the name you know and trust, is offering the same high-quality, nearly new cars, most priced thousands below retail, with a new way to buy a car that is fast and convenient. First, visit offleaseonly.com. They've made it easy for you to browse and choose from over 4,000 cars. Once you've selected the car you want, click on Express. You can even trade in your car with just a couple of clicks. In just a few no-hassle steps, you can start your Express car deal online and choose to either finish in one of their 5 convenient locations or complete entirely from the comfort of your home. Then drive away in an incredible deal, saving you tons of time and money that comes with a 5-day, 500-mile exchange policy. Leave the stress behind and find peace of mind with Off Lease Only Express, the hassle-free, fully transparent option to buying a car from home. Start today by visiting offleaseonly.com.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by RC Hill Mitsubishi, Highway 1792 in DeLand.
Now that we've all quit Facebook and started talking to each other again, what's that? Nobody's quit Facebook? Facebook.com/RealRadioOrlando. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. The Great Pilot. One hit. It's a great tune, though.
It is.
I think the drummer sang in this band. All right, welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well. What are you...
I can't.
All I do is I look over there and I see you waving your hands like you're trying to stop a plane from taking off. What is wrong with you? Why are you perpetually upset about stuff?
So I am in a weird place.
Why are you in a weird place,
because
man? I look over there, I see Jack with his head in his hands and you waving your hands around like it's some PTA meeting and your kid has been accused of some stuff.
You know the 2 posts we put up and we're competing?
Is he still bitching about
my
that?
post is that, well, we were talking about the web in general and what gets clicks, and he posted this great picture, and now his blog post is getting beat by a dog who farted, and it was so bad that the cat puked.
No way, where is that?
And also, the terms of use.
The what?
The terms of use. You know the legal page that you put on every website and then they have their terms of use? That has more viewers right now than Ross's blog.
Oh, damn. Is the dog farting and the cat throwing up there?
I know one thing, though.
Oh, boy, here we go.
Somebody let her know if the dog farting videos.
Yeah, exactly. Where can I find the dog? Oh.
Gerald.
No, don't do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all I was saying.
My blog post is the second best on the show.
Okay.
See what I'm saying there?
Mm-hmm.
No. Oh, yeah. Okay.
I mean, I guess I get it.
Yeah, that's fine.
So what are you upset then? If your blog is doing well, why are you mad?
I am, because I don't care. I do not care.
That's the problem. Your actions in there, when I look through this glass and I see you waving your hands frantically and yelling at Jack, it seems like you care more than anybody.
You saw my arms waving about because Jack was saying that, and if we look up your name, you don't even have any blog posts. Because you can look up, who's the author of the post.
No, Ross.
Oh, Ross's name.
Because he doesn't put his name on there.
And the reason why is because I don't want my name attached to those blog posts.
Why not?
Because I don't.
Why not, buddy?
I don't believe in it. I don't.
What do you mean you don't
like
believe in it? Well, I don't mean you don't like it. It's part of our business.
It kind of is.
No, it's completely our business. I mean, digital is part of our business, and web traffic is part of our business. Just like ratings are only part of what we do now.
Huge.
So is it that you're embarrassed by it? You can be honest with me. I don't care.
I do
You're embarrassed by it?
I do not think you're going to be able to replace YouTube.
Well, I don't think so either. But I mean, that's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to get people to go to JimColbertLive.com or RealRadio.fm.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to get people to go to YouTube. I mean, if we get credit for people going to YouTube, I'll take it. I mean, if we get credit for somehow, but right now, the initiative for this company is get people to go to those two websites.
So that's why it doesn't.
Yeah. I just say it feels.
It feels weird.
It feels weird.
Does it?
Yeah.
Can I ask what it should feel like? What should be happening in your eyes?
What I think?
Yeah. How should it go?
I would like for it to be far more transparent than what it is, I suppose.
I'm not even sure what you mean by that.
I would think that ideally you would have it mandatory for everybody to make a blog post.
Oh, you mean everybody on the show?
I would say everybody everywhere. I mean, if we're going deep, really into it, there's certain people who do it more often. Jack does it.
Jack does it all the time. I never do it. I don't even know how.
Yeah, you do.
I don't.
Well, you did it once.
And it's the most popular blog post of the year.
Yeah, but I didn't do that. Jack put it up. I just gave it to Jack.
No, that one you did.
I don't think, guys. I'm telling you, I don't know how to do
It's
it.
got your name on it. It was when you took that session
You
that
took
taught.
you
went
took
to
the
webinar.
class and you did one that day.
Oh,
and
that's
that was
the only one I
last
did
time
when
you
somebody
did it.
walked me through it like a little baby.
Yeah.
Just feels weird. It feels weird.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't like that it's another commercial within a segment to try to promote our website.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm thinking,
Then why are you drawing it out so much?
I did not want this to be this segment, believe it or not.
Man, I had something to talk about this segment too.
Yeah, I know what you're doing there. I know what you're doing.
Gonna have to bump that now, Deb.
I'm still looking for the dog fart.
Can I suggest YouTube it?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Because we don't get credit for that.
That doesn't help us.
Yeah, that doesn't help us.
Yeah. Just like you provide content right now on the radio to draw in an audience, okay? You want the biggest audience you can have, and they judge that. They put a meter on that and call it ratings. And that audience is used. They go to advertisers and say, would you like to advertise? Because this is the size of our audience.
Well, the size and the makeup of our audience.
Yeah. So you do online, it's the same thing. You're putting up content and people come and they say, oh, look how many people come. And so the advertisements on the side, they say, see how many people come to this website? Because of the content. If you're not happy with the content, change the content. Maybe you can do an original video. Have you ever done one of those?
I guess it's hard for me to get on board with that business model.
My post was original content. It was of you dancing. That's original.
Yeah. And by the way, let me ask, because I'm interested. For the record, I'm not angry at all. I'm trying to understand, really, to be honest with you. What do you think the business model should look like? I mean, that we could actually monetize.
I mean, it's obvious that the business model as of right now is that we get a bonus if it hits a certain threshold.
Mm-hmm.
It's odd.
For me, it's weird because so I've been in this business so long, and you had this same exact feeling about promoting your own stand-up when we first started the show. You came to me and you told me physically straight up, I feel weird promoting my stand-up on the show because it doesn't feel like content. It's just blind promotion. But our lives and what we do in our extra time is kind of part of what we provide as content, whether it be me working on a car or shooting my bow and arrow or cooking a steak or Deb doing her miniature stuff or Jack doing stuff around his house, riding his bike and stuff. It's like the same thing. And you felt really weird about that. Now you don't feel that odd about it. Now you promote the hell out of it. I don't know. Maybe it's just the way you look at it. Maybe the way I look at it. Who knows? You just come from a different world than me.
I mean,
I don't know any different.
It would be very different if we got bonuses on our ratings, but we do. We do.
Yes, we do.
It's
in your deal. You get a ratings bonus. If we draw a big enough crowd and they stay around for a long enough time, we make money from that. That's the whole idea of being good. If not, we would just come on the air, we would do a show, we'd leave, and we wouldn't really care what the content was. We wouldn't care if we had good guests or if anybody was funny. It wouldn't matter at that point. You're just getting your check and you move on. But the rating system for us is everything, which sucks because of the way it is, because, they haven't really figured out or perfected the way to do it. But this is what we have, what it is, what it is.
It just seems grimy to me, I suppose.
Welcome to corporate America.
Yeah. Corporate America feels that way all the way around.
But that's us.
Yeah, but I know, but it doesn't matter, buddy. Listen, I just did 2 deals with the company, and you look at it and you go, wow, that didn't feel right. Every time you sign your deal here, it doesn't feel right sometimes. Or with any company. I would tell people who sign contracts in general for their services, if they don't get everything they ask for, it doesn't feel like, it doesn't feel right. But negotiation is where both people don't feel like they got over. That's when usually it's good for both parties, which sounds weird, but I found it to be pretty true in my life. 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Just real quick before we go to break, somebody said, thanks for turning on the Yellow Jackets. It's incredible. If you're not watching Yellow Jackets on Showtime, you should. It is bananas and getting better. By the way, if you're not watching Dexter New Blood, you should do that as well, because it's also damn good. Episode 5 will it's going to drop an anvil on your toe. That hurts. 407-916-1041. Back with more of the Jim Colbert Show right after this.
Can I refill your eggnog for you?
Nothing but joy.
Get you something to eat?
And a fistful of Xanax.
Drive you out to the middle of nowhere? Leave you for dead?
Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call ClausmanLaw.com.
Our heaviest traffic at this hour is heading west on I-4 between World Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road. It's also slow, too, between Sand Lake Road and Central Florida Parkway. Eastbound busy, too, between Osceola Parkway and State Road 536, and also between Conroy Road and OBT. We're heavy, too, south on 429, still between Sinclair Road and I-4. The beach line up to speed. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's Breakfast Biscuit Sandwich. Just $1. Wendy's knows a better breakfast starts with a better biscuit. That's why you can get a hot and buttery Wendy's Breakfast Biscuit with bacon or sausage, fresh cracked egg, and cheese for just $1. Get your Wendy's Buck Biscuit Sandwich today. Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's.
Man, the holidays are here, and I'm here to take some stress away when it comes to buying something for that someone special in your life. That's always the most difficult gift to buy because you want it to be exactly perfect. Well, if you want to go see my friends over at Goldsmith Jewelry Shop, they can do that for you. They can even come up with an idea you may not have even thought of. That's what they're really good at, by the way. Dave Layer and their team over there have been friends of mine for 20 years. That's where I go for all my personal jewelry. My wife's wedding ring came from Goldsmith Jewelry. They've been doing it for 35 years, so they know how to treat their customers. That's what they do really well. Diamond studs, tennis bracelets, engagement rings. If it's jewelry, they've got it, and they know how to sell it to you because they know how to customize it. Something for every budget, best quality and lowest prices. They even give you fast, free shipping as well. GoldsmithJewelry.com. Find them live, 1212 Lee Road, right there in Orlando. And as always, tell them I sent you down.
After this year, let's spread some holiday cheer.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Orlando's Christmas station is Magic 107.7.
Care has the power to bring kindness where it's needed. It brings out the best in every one of us. It doesn't just see people. It takes time to understand them. It puts the needs of others ahead of its own. And when you start with care, you end up with a very different kind of bank. Truist. Truist Bank, member FDIC.
Fence Outlet's Fence in a Box saves you money on a gorgeous aluminum fence for as low as $2,571. Get all the materials to complete an average backyard of 120 feet with a gate included. They make it so easy. Go to fenceoutlet.com. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
Hey there. I'm attorney Mo DeWitt. I enjoy long walks on the beach and pursuing justice.
Injured on the go? You already know. Just call Mo. JustCallMo.com. Office Orlando. 866. Call Mo.
Look at the shower. You see a problem?
I know what the problem is.
What do you see?
Low water pressure.
It's a dribble.
It's more than a dribble.
And what's it say on my shampoo bottle?
Rinse and repeat.
How can I rinse and repeat when I can't even rinse in the first place?
Well,
we are calling Repipe Specialists.
I'll go call a
Stop.
plumber.
No plumbers and pay twice as much. We're going to fix it now by getting Repipe Specialists to repipe the whole house.
You're right.
Oh, look. Someone forgot to flush.
I did not. No,
That's
don't.
another reason. Leaks. I'm tired of leaks.
Got leaks or low water pressure? Want to prevent future problems? In 1 to 2 days, Repipe Specialists can repipe your whole house with new copper piping or PEX tubing for about half the price of a plumber. No more leaks, no more dribbles, and you get a lifetime warranty. Call 407-449-8973 for a free in-home estimate. Plus, pay no money down and no payments or interest for a year. That's 407-449-8973. Call today, 407-449-8973, or visit repipe.com.
You work hard, so you deserve the good things in life, like getting an amazing deal on awesome internet. That's why there's never been a better time to switch to Xfinity. Get the fast and reliable internet you deserve for $20 a month for 12 months with a 1-year contract. And don't miss out. Ask how to get 12 times the speed for the same price when you add Xfinity Mobile. Just imagine, faster downloads, more streaming. The possibilities are endless. That's more speed, and you'll save hundreds over AT&T. Plus, ask how to score a 5G phone on us when you switch. So what are you waiting for? Sign up now because you deserve awesome internet. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Ends 12/21/21. Restrictions apply. New Connect Internet 50 megabits per second customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Compares monthly service charge for Xfinity 600 megabits per second to AT&T 500 megabits per second, each with 1 unlimited mobile line for a year as of 10/6/21. Reduced speeds up to 20 gigabytes of mobile usage.
Sun came out over my house today, and I love it because I know once that sun starts hitting the solar panels on my roof, I am making electricity in my home. So the electricity I'm using is being generated right there on the spot. And if I'm making more than I need, that goes back to the power company, and I get paid for that. And then when I get it back, it's a great deal. And if you want more information on how you can change your life with solar, go to SolarSource.com. How many power bills are you going to pay before you go to SolarSource.com? My power bill this past month was $70. I think it was 72 and change. That's because of the amount of sun hitting my panels, producing enough electricity, just enough. And all I had to pay for is about $70 worth of power. You can cut down dramatically. I have saved over $10,000 since I put these panels on my roof, and that was about 8 years ago. SolarSource.com is the company you can trust. There are a lot of companies in Central Florida, but there's only one that's been here the longest, and that's SolarSource. Since 1984, they've installed over 60,000 systems in our community. Get a free savings estimate today at SolarSource.com. When you talk to them, tell them Jack from Real Radio sent you. It's SolarSource.com. Get that free savings estimate today. When it comes to power, trust the source. Solar Source.
Mills Air and Business since 1992 here in Central Florida. That's over 29 years. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealers. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Preventive maintenance on all brands, and that saves you money and can detect upcoming breakdowns. Go to millsair.com.
Spectrum Mobile is reinventing wireless again. Get unlimited on 2+ lines for $29.99 a month per line. No contracts, no added taxes or fees. Includes nationwide 5G. Save up to 60% with Spectrum Mobile. Get unlimited on 2+ lines for $29.99 a month. Call 855-438-2999 or visit a store near you.
Offer valid for new customers on 2+ unlimited lines. Spectrum Internet required. Savings based on 2-line comparison of unlimited plans among major national carriers as of 9/20/21. Prepaid excluded. Restrictions apply.
I want to break free.
Ready to break free? Norwegian Cruise Line's greatest deal ever is here. Book today and enjoy 70% off the second guest. Plus, receive 7 free offers, including free open bar, free specialty dining, free air for second guests, and much more. Up to $4,250 in value. Visit ncl.com, call your travel advisor, or 1-888-NCL-CRUISE. Offer ends soon. Norwegian Cruise Line. Sail safe, feel free. Ships registry, the Bahamas and USA. Restrictions apply.
Rising natural gas prices and colder weather are leading to higher energy bills for many this winter. Duke Energy can help you prepare now. Visit our website for no or low-cost energy saving tips to help lower your bill. You'll also find other helpful resources, such as information about installment plans and financial assistance for qualified customers. For more, visit duke-energy.com/winterbill. Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
When life-changing events happen, it helps to have an attorney on your side. At those moments, Kramer Law is here to help take the burden off your shoulders. If you've been injured in an auto, truck, or motorcycle accident, Kramer Law is here to take care of you every step of the way. We charge you nothing unless we recover money for you. No matter what the legal issue, we're here to go to bat for you. Kramer Law. OneFirmForLife.com. Offices Altamont Springs.
Best price the first time. OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade. Broadcasting live from the personal injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studio. Car accidents, other injuries, call pound 546 from your cell or visit whenyouneedus.com. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeart radio station. This is the Jim Colbert Show. Also available on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Just search the Jim Colbert Show.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb is here.
Hello.
Jack is here.
Ho, ho, ho.
And so is Ross.
Let's go.
JimColbertLive.com. See all the videos we have up, including Deb's dance video, Ross's dance video, the DJ taking a... DJ number 2.
When you're a DJ, there's when you have to take a break as a DJ, you have to make arrangements for it. And
right,
so,
play a long song, whatever.
When I was on the air, that Inagata Davida is a 17-minute song.
Right. How Soon Is Now?
Yeah, American Pie is like an 8.5-minute song. How Soon Is Now is one I've used when I used to be on WFIT. So there are certain songs. Paradise by the Dashboard Light, great bathroom break there.
Yeah.
But when you're a club DJ, it presents a whole unique problem, and Ross found a video where this guy solved that problem at Jim Colbert Live.
That's very funny because, I mean, somebody in the stall next to this guy was just blowing him up. I mean, just right over the top. This dude is ripping his, DJing, and he's sitting right there on the toilet. You can see it at JimColbertLive.com. Check that out. Where did you find the YouTube? You found it on YouTube?
Yeah, no, it's on YouTube. And
yeah, but were you wormholing YouTube when you found it? Is that what you were doing?
No, I was looking up, trying to find videos that have a chance of, turning trending. I forgot what joke website I went to find that.
That's interesting, though, because, I mean, you basically just tool through YouTube looking for videos that don't have a lot of hits that could have a possibility of going viral with the right promotion, right?
Yes.
That's what you do, right? Try to find something that just hits and goes.
Sure. Because going viral is when someone shares what you're doing, and then it's exposed to people who might not have had that direct connection to you.
Right.
And they tell 2 friends, and suddenly it's a Fabergé organic shampoo commercial.
Next thing you know, you had a Tupperware dealership.
There you go.
Did you guys see what's happening in California on top of the other stuff happening in California? This is interesting.
Mudslides, wildfires, earthquakes?
I know that restaurants already have a plan for this, but I didn't... I didn't know how they could apply it to residents, though. Let me see when they plan on doing this. Starting in January, in the entire state of California, food is going to be mandatory recycling now. It's going to be mandatory that you recycle certain foods. Banana peels, chicken bones, leftover veggies, all of that will not be allowed in most California trash bins under a mandatory food recycling program designed to reduce greenhouse gas emissions from landfills. Now, that's interesting because I believe in the restaurant world, all those scraps that they get, they sell to farms, right? Pig farms and stuff like that. That's what I thought happened.
That's what I hope happens.
That's what I mean, because, one of the things, there's a blessing when you grow up in I guess anywhere. I can't say just the South, but I only grew up here. But I know here, when you grow up in a family and you only have certain amount of money to buy food with, there were no leftovers. Leftovers did not happen. All the food was eaten, even if you weren't hungry. If it was on your plate, you put it on your plate, you're eating it. The whole clean your plate thing, which is really not good, by the way.
Well, there's children starving in China, as we were told.
Right, we were totally told that. And my daughter now it was always conditioned to, you clean your plate, and that is not a healthy attitude.
It really isn't. And it's so funny because you would think it is, but it is not. Now, back in the day when everybody was very active and you're burning assloads of calories because you're out doing stuff and you're not sitting home in front of a computer or an iPad or your phone or whatever, cleaning your plate really starts like a bit of an eating disorder, because now, for me, I don't know about you guys, regardless of what I get on my plate, I feel an obligation to eat all of it.
Yep.
And it's a bad, bad thing. And just recently have I been able to I don't need those fries, or I don't need that other half of that burger. I'll take it home or whatever, and try to save it as much as possible. But when I see food waste, specifically in buffets, there's some buffets that'll charge you extra money. The little Chinese buffet I go right here into the station, it says it right there on the buffet. For every piece of sashimi that they have to throw away that's on your plate, they charge you $2.
I think that's fair. Yeah, it's better than the food waste in this country is.
It's bananas. It
gross.
Really is. And when you go to restaurants and you see them come in, you look at your own table and you're like, wow, man, look at that. Like, that's an entire 3 meals being thrown out because they didn't want to eat the whole thing or whatever. Nobody takes it home.
Or couldn't. Here's the other issue. Restaurants, stop making the entree the size of the plate.
Right. That's what's so
great. It's supposed to go in the center of the plate, not be the damn plate.
That's what's so great about when you go to Seasons 52 or restaurants like that.
Yes.
The meals are petite, but they're built around a certain calorie count. And I find that this is another thing that I learned. That whole eating slowly thing. I have a problem doing anything slow. My body is just wound. My dad used to say I'm wound like a $3 watch.
Right.
I never ever stop moving. So with that said, it's difficult for me to eat slowly and take my time. I've started doing it recently, and man, I have to tell you, I probably eat about 70% of what I used to eat. Like, I don't eat as much food anymore because I find that if I eat slowly, my food has a chance to digest. I get that idea of being satiated, where I feel full with less food. I actually take more leftovers home. There are people who will not eat leftovers, and I don't care what it is. You can go to a restaurant where it's $100 a plate and bring a $100 meal home, perfectly cooked steak, lobster, and they will not eat it.
Yeah.
My wife has a very difficult time with leftovers if it's not pizza or like calzone or something like that.
Well, the most interesting thing I've learned, and I can't remember if it was a what'd you do that's new or if I just fell down a YouTube wormhole, but that idea is that you could just take big bites of food and then my stomach will digest it. My stomach will take care of that. It turns out, no, your stomach doesn't do that. That's why chewing your food thoroughly, I did not realize, I just learned this year.
You got to be a good masticator.
You do have to be a good masticator because it's actually the first place that digestion takes place is in your mouth with enzymes in your saliva breaking your food down, which helps your stomach. So if you take big gulps of food, you're not getting the most out of your food because your mouth has to do what your stomach can't.
And you fill your food up you fill your stomach up by eating so fast, you're basically cramming in there before the sensation of being full hits you.
And it's I don't know if it's 20 minutes or the distance in time before you fill up, before you
20.
feel full. Is it 20 minutes?
Yeah.
So you'll be full and you'll keep eating. Yeah. I have the problem if I really like what I'm eating because I don't want to stop, and then I get mad because I'm full. I'm like, oh no, I'm eating it.
I do that twice a week. No, I do that all the time. Like, I will eat something and I even know going in it's going to happen. Like, I'll go into a place where I know I'm going to hurt myself in this place, and I'm going to be pissed off when I do it, and inevitably the exact thing happens. I go in, I eat too much food because they have too many things I enjoy, and then I walk out, and I'm super pissed off because I feel like a fat ass, and the scale tells me I am, and it just makes me so angry. Did you have leftovers last night from your restaurant experience?
No chance.
No chance.
No chance.
Are you a leftover eater?
I am not a leftover eater. And that's why...
Regardless of what it is?
I mean, there are some things I'll have for leftovers, but 9 times out of 10, I try not to have any leftovers for that reason.
Is it because you don't want the food, or is it just because you don't like eating food that's been left over? Which one is it?
I don't even think it's that I don't like food that's left over. I just don't want to eat the same thing back-to-back days.
And for me, that's the issue. It's not that I'll eat too much at the sitting. It's that I know sitting down, I either have to order from the appetizer menu, because they won't have an entree.
This is why I didn't like HelloFresh. There were no leftovers.
There's never leftovers.
So I like the fact when there's leftovers, I know because the next day at noon I can heat that. That's my lunch.
Yep.
And then I go. I like having enough leftovers to have lunch the next day. It just seems more of an efficient way of your time in the kitchen and food preparation. And I was blown away the day I learned that on average Americans waste 40% of the food
40%
in their household.
And the big positive with HelloFresh, outside of the minuses there, is the fact that there is no food waste.
There's no waste.
There is zero waste. I mean, when you make a HelloFresh meal, everything when you prep the meal, you put it in your hand.
Yeah.
I mean, it is.
And we did one of those kits. The hardest part there, though, is the packaging waste that comes with it.
But they have made that even more recyclable and more environmentally friendly. Everything breaks down within a few years, which is a big positive because that's what they got up front. The shipping cost, which is obviously the shipping doesn't do well for the for the environment. That's not what you want. But with the leftover thing, you don't eat leftovers. Jack does. Ross doesn't.
Oh no, I do.
Oh, you do?
I know. I hate going out to eat knowing that whatever I order on the menu,
you're going to have to eat again.
Because that's the ironic part, right? You go out for a fancy meal, costs twice what it does to eat at like a family-style restaurant.
Right.
Your meal takes up a quarter of your plate.
Right.
You look down at it and go, what the hell? This is all I get for this money? And yet you find at the end of the meal that it was the perfect amount of food.
And it was prepared properly, not swimming in grease or salt or whatever, because there's good technique being used, and they're using good products.
And you just wish other restaurants would be able to follow suit.
Somebody said at Disney they've been doing this for a while to create methane gas to run generators out there. That would be incredible. And of course, they would be able to produce enough waste to do that. But I do find that kind of amazing. And I wonder where all that waste goes. I hope those restaurants do wind up selling that to farms or donating it. I can imagine that restaurants would want to throw that out. It's just so, even if it's paid for, which it is, of course, it's paid for.
Well, somebody texted us at 77031 and said you would be, all caps, blown away if you saw how much food was thrown away at schools.
I can only imagine.
Yeah. Well, some kids go home hungry and have to look forward to those supplemental feeding programs where you can get them a breakfast, lunch, and a dinner because they don't eat when they're not in school, and yet you're throwing away all that food.
407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Scott Maxwell up next.
Yeah. It's going down. What do you got to say about it? 407-916-1041. Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Best holiday selection, lowest prices.
Westbound travel on I-4 is still a very slow ride between World Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road. We're still seeing slowdowns too between Sand Lake Road and Central Florida Parkway. Eastbound busy too between Conroy Road and OBT, and also between Osceola Parkway and State Road 536. We're seeing delays still coming in from Polk County between US Highway 27 up to Osceola Polk Line Road. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Union Home Mortgage.
Happy holidays from your hometown lender, Union Home Mortgage. Unwrap the gift of home this holiday season. Buying or refinancing, Union Home Mortgage helps you achieve home ownership. Get started at UHM.com.
Union Home Mortgage. Promises kept. Union Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender. NMLS number 2229.
2021 was another explosive year for podcasts.
Podcasting has evolved at a rapid pace.
Now it's time to honor the shows and hosts who kept us going all year long. Make plans to celebrate with us January 13th, 2022 at our iHeartRadio Podcast Awards.
Audible is a proud sponsor of the Audible Audio Pioneer Award. Listen to the best of what you love with Audible originals, audiobooks, podcasts, and more. True crime, sci-fi, memoirs, and wellness. Audible's got something for every mood. Try it for free when you sign up at audible.com.
Well, do you eat leftovers? It's our Twitter poll. It's at Jim Colbert Show. You find it on Twitter. It's brought to you by We Are Not the Banks. Brad Siebert and the team at wearenotthebanks.com, direct mortgage lenders. This is what they do. Their sole focus is to get you the mortgage for either your next home or refinance a home you're currently living in if you want to take advantage of these low rates. I did a refi with Brad and We Are Not the Banks several years ago. Got me in a great place because of it. VA loans, conventional loans, FHA loans, jumbo loans of all sizes. They handle it all at wearenotthebanks.com. Just go there to get started today. Again, it's wearenotthebanks.com. NMLS ID number 205696. Equal Opportunity Lender.
Here's a great gift idea. Someone who loves to cook outside, the Big Green Egg from Wassey's Meat Market. It's a great holiday gift, and you can get it from Wassey's Meat Market. They have the lowest prices in the country. It's the Big Green Egg from Wassey's Meat Market. Go to their website. It's wasseysmeatmarket.com. That's wasseysmeatmarket.com, and follow them on Instagram. I love my Big Green Egg because I can cook everything on it. I can smoke on it. I can barbecue on it. I can cook pizzas on it. It's awesome. It's the Big Green Egg from Wassey's Meat Market. It's a great gift idea. Remember, when you get it from Wassey's, a lifetime guarantee. wasseysmeatmarket.com.
Navy Federal, this is Michelle. How may I assist you today?
Michelle, we haven't talked since I got the Navy Federal app. With personalized notifications, I always know what's happening in my account. See, my paycheck just deposited.
I'm glad you like.
Sorry, just pay my bills.
When your members are the mission, so is their convenience. Set up notifications, check your balance, and track your spending with our mobile app. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Insured by NCUA. Message and data rates apply.
Reward yourself or someone you love this Christmas with a stunning Rolex timepiece from International Diamond Center. IDC has the largest selection of luxury pre-owned Rolex watches in our history. It may very well be the largest selection in the entire country. Over 800 pre-owned Rolexes. Yes, 800. Our buyers have scoured the country and handpicked this unprecedented collection of flawless pre-owned Rolex watches. All the most popular and hard-to-find models. Submariners, Batman, Sea Dwellers, Pepsis, Datejusts, men's and ladies' timepieces in pristine condition. All IDC's pre-owned Rolex watches are priced to sell this Christmas. Easily competing with any store or online retailer. If you've dreamed of owning the premium name in timepieces, or if you're looking for the ultimate gift for someone special, you must see IDC's luxury pre-owned Rolex collection today. We have the watches no one else has. Visit our showroom or shop online anytime at shopidc.com. Merry Christmas from International Diamond Center. 4 convenient Orlando locations.
Care has the power to bring kindness where it's needed. It brings out the best in every one of us. It doesn't just see people. It takes time to understand them. It puts the needs of others ahead of its own. And when you start with care, you end up with a very different kind of bank. Truist. Truist Bank, member FDIC.
Fence Outlet has the largest selection of fencing options in the state with over 400,000 square feet of showroom and warehouse space. Get 0% financing for 12 months for your gorgeous new fence. Book your appointment online today. Go to fenceoutlet.com. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
This is for the men who never settle, the ones who believe only quitters end a game in a tie, the type of guys who choose the bar with the biggest TVs to overcompensate for theirs at home. This is the Lodge mentality. This is Twin Peaks.
Now is the time to save thousands below retail on thousands of in-stock cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans at off-lease only. This is your chance to drive away in an incredible deal and save thousands under Kelley Blue Book on the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles. No matter what car you're looking for, Off Lease Only has options for you to choose from, with nearly every make and every model, and they're all priced thousands below retail. So don't pay more. Choose from the freshest inventory that's arriving daily, and your trade-in is wanted. It's never been a better time to trade in and trade up. With financing available for both good and bad credit, you can get pre-qualified online now at offleaseonly.com and leave the stress behind. Find peace of mind with no haggling, no negotiating, no pressure, and no hidden fees. Shop online at offleaseonly.com or call 407-222-CARS or take a test drive at their massive state-of-the-art location just off the beach line at Narcoossee and McCoy.
To find the next great podcast, iHeartRadio and Tongle sifted through thousands of entries, from the true story of the musical Chicago to the fascinating life of author Alexander Dumas.
Dumas is a guy who invented travel writing. He
fought in revolutions, he built and lost a palace. I mean, he cooked an elephant.
Listen to the Next Great Podcast finalists on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts. Then visit nextgreatpodcast.com to vote for your favorite to help us find the winner.
No payments till next year with approved credit. Visit nationstrucks.com today.
Real Radio 104.1.
The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. Text us as always at 77031. Welcome back. I am Jim. Deb is here.
Yo.
Jack is here.
Good evening.
And so is Ross.
Let's get our learn on.
Let's get our learn on for sure every single Wednesday. Around this time, we invite our good friend Scott Maxwell to drop by. He writes for the Orlando Sentinel. You can also find him there Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays online. Twitter specifically, Scott_Maxwell. Scott, how are you, buddy?
I am doing great. I was inspired by Deb and Ross getting jiggy with it at the office party.
They were straight getting down.
Yeah, that's a lot different from a newspaper office party, I got to tell you.
How you figure?
Oh.
There aren't enough corners for all the people to sit in and not speak to anyone else.
Got to go with a star-shaped room for that kind of party. Huh? We drove by the building the other day. I have to tell you, it was a bit of a sad thing. I haven't been downtown in a while. We were coming out of there for, I think it was last night, actually leaving the Dr. Phillips Center. We went through downtown because I-4 was a mess up there, and drove by the building, and I was like, man, that is, it's just so weird when, as time goes by, how things change so much. And you hear the stories, but when it's personified by that empty building that used to be a bustling core of information here in Orlando, it's just kind of a weird vibe, man.
Yeah, well, it's super sad. And newsrooms of today, everywhere, even the ones that are still gigantic, are nothing like what they used to be. When I got interviewed for my first job in North Carolina, the guy was dipping and spitting in his desk drawer. The managing editor, he would just open it up and bit right in there and put it up. There was when I worked in Winston-Salem, there was still smoking in the newsroom. I mean, the city's named Winston-Salem after all, but this was in the late 90s, right? This wasn't.
You're not going to get smoking blowback in the Carolinas, buddy.
Yeah, right. Everybody had a bottle of whiskey in their drawer. I used to say that the newspapers that I started in were a lot like Mad Men, except everyone was a lot uglier.
Jim used to tell stories about working in the newsroom and then working in news and radio when he first got into this business and in television. And some of those stories were, it was the Wild West, man. You had an expense account and an attitude. You could do whatever the F you wanted.
Yes, there was lots of money to go around. There were not much checks and balances. There were people who would show up to work drunk, and you just sort of hope they were mostly sober by the time they filed their stories. We had these little, I don't know if you remember, they were called TS-80s. They were these tiny little computers. They were the precursors to laptops. Sometimes in Winston-Salem, you would have to pick yours up, turn it upside down, and shake out the cigarette ashes before you could start typing on it. That's an actual way it happens.
I can't tell you that because it's trivia, but it'll be up in a second. There's another corresponding story to that in my trivia question today. But,
good. All right. I'll look forward to hearing that.
But, I just read the story today. I've had a really kind of weird day today. And I read the story right before we came on the air, and this is actually kind of good. Usually you come on, you have an opportunity to bitch and moan about stuff and things that are wrong, and it looks like finally, someone in City Hall made a great decision for this city, and it's something you and I have talked about at length for years.
Yes, absolutely. You are right. And that's kind of what I thought. I sometimes say when the puppy finally stops peeing on the kitchen floor, you got to praise him for it. Even if it's something he shouldn't have done it to begin with, right? You got to praise him. And Mayor Jerry Demings did something that no mayor before him has talked about when he said, maybe we need to put a halt on once again expanding the Orange County Convention Center. And you all know, you've all been there. This building is massive, but I wanted to back up and let people appreciate how truly big this complex is. It is 7 million square feet. The Orange County Convention Center is bigger than the convention centers in New York, Los Angeles, Dallas, Philadelphia, and Miami combined.
What?
You put all of those together, our convention center is bigger than. I've often said, I've used the Pentagon comparison. The Pentagon is billed as the largest office complex on Earth, not in DC, not in the Orange County Convention Center is not only bigger than the Pentagon, it's so much bigger, you could fit the entire Lincoln Memorial reflecting pond. That's the one that Forrest Gump and Ginny were running around.
Right. The one that connects the Washington Monument and the Memorial,
Boom, bingo. You could add that to the Pentagon, and the Orange County Convention Center would still be bigger than that.
Wow. Yeah, it's absolutely massive. And unless you listen, man, and a lot of people don't really experience that. Unless you have an event there, unless you go there for like one of the big expos or whatever,
and have to walk,
you would never really experience the convention center. Well, my daughter played volleyball in that convention center a number of times for these gigantic national tournaments because really, it's the only place in America that could hold them. At one point, they had, think about this. When you think about the size of a volleyball court, 160 of them. 160 full-size volleyball courts sat up, and they didn't even use half of the space.
I thought my power bill was bad. Imagine that AC.
Well,
it would take
Ross, you just actually, that's a joke, but you were making a joke, but it is true, and it raises a point. We lose money on this thing. That's another thing. This center does not make money. We are leaving the era of conventions. You and I, we're all talking right now on Zoom. That's the way the world working. There's still going to be people that are meet face to face, but this world, I don't need to tell your listeners, we are moving in a Zoom direction, and people are meeting less, and they never have that building completely filled up on both sides. In fact, every time you've been on there and looked around and go, oh my God, does this building ever end? You have to remind yourself you're in half of it, because half of it's on one side of International Drive
and half's on the other. Yeah, you could have two gigantic events and they would never meet each other.
Yeah, well,
they could never meet each other.
They just had IAPA there, which is the amusement. They had all the attractions that parks and stuff like that go to, and that's a huge convention, but probably just a drop in the bucket at that place.
And I got to tell you, Scott, I mean, this article, by the way, if you haven't read it today, it's simply amazing that this University of Texas San Antonio professor, his name's Haywood Sanders, he said the 4 largest centers in America, the centers would be the convention areas, is Chicago, Orlando, Vegas, and Atlanta. And I think maybe New Orleans just got beat out there because New Orleans used to have presence there as well.
They're right up there.
Right up there as well. All of those places have had the same exact amount of visitors as they had 20 years ago, and they've all expanded.
Oh,
yeah. They've all added. When we talk about additions, we're not just talking about, a new patio. We're talking like they've added millions of square feet. And it was actually, I was being generous. He compared the numbers from before they started the expansions in 1996 to 2019. He was being completely fair at the top before the pandemic started. And it was 3.83 million to 3.84 million. There was no change. And in other words, they're building all this extra space, but there's nobody to fill it. In fact, the Sentinel, man, we went digging into public records and found that Orange County has had to discount and even give away space to get people to come in. And here's my argument. And this was long before the pandemic. If you can't make your center work with 7 million square feet, another million's not going to be the secret sauce.
It's not.
That's not what you're missing.
Right. It is not going to make it easier. And when you already have a hard time, and it's again, I just read a report today that it looks like 2022 could be a massive rebound year for the economy. A lot of big time economists and analysts are saying that's going to be the case. That's great news. There's no question. That does not mean that the convention business is going to come back that strong. Now I know that we did have a lot of bookings. Then the resurgence of COVID allowed them to cancel all that. And I think in Orlando, we're always going to be a little insulated because of where we are. Maybe even cities like Chicago and Atlanta. I think Atlanta maybe has the rough end of that, but because the other cities have other things to offer outside of the convention, and that's great business. But what kills me about this is the statement in here, the budget money idea. With this, when they have the money that's allocated because of the tourist tax, and they're like, well, we have to spend it. We don't want to lose it next year in the budget. I guess we'll just add on to this. Scott, what's it going to take? I mean, where else can that money go legally when it's raised by that particular tax? Because I know this has been the scapegoat for that money. Where else can that money go? Where could they spend that money legally?
Well, I would argue that if they got a little creative, they could spend it on things like transportation and bus routes. We have a crappy bus system in this city. I mean, I bet you none of the five of you have used the bus system in years. And you almost probably laugh at that idea. But in other places, transit is where white collar people use.
Yeah, mass transit. Yeah,
we don't have anything that's going on like that. We have an underfunded bus system. We also have a Sunrail system that needs to be expanded, actually, for it to be better. I don't think that local taxpayers should pay for all that. I think hotel taxes should help pay for that stuff. And that's what other communities, Vegas used hotel taxes for their monorail system, right? The one that moves people back right now. But this community has always sort of bowed at the altar of the hotel execs who say we want every hotel tax dollar to be spent on putting more people into our heads and beds, as they say. I just think it's going to take some leadership and some stiff spines. And Jerry Demings was the first person who displayed some of that spine. Now I'm going to say this. He didn't have a whole lot of choice. They were running through reserves. They do not have the money right now to do this. But still, this community has never let economic reality get in the way of sating tourism. And he was the first one to say, we got to tap the brakes.
Yeah, that necessity thing, though, may come into play and actually may set a precedent here that we like, whether they find out, well,
Correct.
It's not really change anything, that we didn't add another 1 million square feet to the convention center and spend another $300 or $400 million on something that's not even working now, that money can be spent elsewhere. Let me tell you, I just spent some time in Austin, and public transport up there is the thing, man. We went to that football game, and I'm telling you straight up, without any question whatsoever, I bet 40, maybe more, 40%, 50% of that crowd got there via the train, via the mass transit that just kind of ran and wound up down there. And you still had to walk a little bit, but man, it doesn't matter. Those trains are standing room only. They were Japan full.
Yep. And that's not just good for the ease of the people using them. It's good for all the people who are on the roads who don't have to deal with those cars anymore.
And you know what else? You know what else I noticed? It's part of their culture now. The fact is once you introduce something into that and it becomes part of your culture, you don't even think about maybe popping in your car, doing whatever. You take the bus, you take the train, you take the tram, whatever the case may be. It's just part of how they move around. I talk to my daughter up there all the time, and she's like, oh, yeah, we just take the train here, take the train there. And they talk about it like it's, us talking about hopping in our car and driving to the other side of town. It's just how they move.
And yet here it would be laughable. I mean, Ross, I can't imagine you still go out, you still go downtown. Tell me how many times any of your friends have suggested maybe we just take the Lynx bus Church Street tonight.
That's going to be a goose egg.
Yeah,
right. And the point is, we laugh at it, but like you're saying, Jim, other places, they have these good systems that work. And I'm going to tell you the politics behind this. Jerry Demings is about to try to push for a sales tax increase. I've not been a big fan of that. But there's some ways I could support a small amount of it. Jerry Demings knew there was going to be a rough reality of him looking to spend $500 million to once again expand the convention center, and then saying, oh, but you know what? We don't have enough money for your roads. We're going to need you to raise your own taxes for that. So I think he was looking at some of that political reality.
Well, good. I mean, it's about time somebody in City Hall started using the leverage of this city for the betterment of this city. What are these hotels going to do? Pick up and leave? What are they going to do? Are they going to go somewhere else where Disney is? You dumb sons of bitches. They're not going to pick up the parks and leave. They've got you. They're not going to move Disney or SeaWorld or Universal. They're not going to pick them up and move them to Georgia or North Carolina. You don't have to listen to these people. You don't have to do what they say.
Thanks, Scott.
No, that's my favorite.
You get to hang up when you're done.
You don't have to do that. They can tell these hotels to piss off, because what are they going to do? What are they actually going to do?
The problem is, you are of course right. The problem is that before these guys ever get in office,
that's the problem. You say the word
they
office.
They go down to the lobby and kiss the ring and sign little contracts and say, here, we're going to give you money. We're going to give you an endorsement. But here's one of the things you're going to promise. You don't lay a freaking finger on our hotel taxes. There will be nothing but more convention center space and Visit Orlando budget.
And more Ferris wheels. What kind of percentage is he proposing? 0.5 cent, full cent? What's the deal?
I think it was 0.5 cent last I checked. And I think the way the Sentinel has sort of been looking at this is if we could get some of that designated for this transit you're talking about, to turn this community into a real place where people would like to use transit, we could get some support behind that. We're not in favor of just another slush fund for concrete that just, I mean, you tell me how much more enjoyable I-4 is for you right now.
Yeah. I mean, it's better for sure, but it's exactly.
Still I-4.
Yeah, what kind of money do they think that's going to raise? And by the way, where does our sales tax rate in nationally? Well, I say we, but Orange County. Orange County is like 7% right now, or is it Seminole 7%?
I think we're 6. I think we're lower than that. But you're asking me. I used to know all this stuff, but I forget it after I stopped.
Yeah, I think
Seminole is 7.
Seminole is 7. Orange County is 6. So Orange County actually has a penny to go to catch up with counties that are near there, and they haven't done that. I mean, I know it could raise a lot of money, and I think nationally we're in pretty good shape with sales tax as a state.
Yeah, we're lower. We're lower than the national, and I think we're lower than the regional. That's why I don't think the Sentinel was like inherently opposed to this idea. But it can't be a slush fund.
Right, it can't be for nothing.
Right, it's got to be designated and ways to spend it. So we could, and also it would raise a ton of money. And one of the arguments the Demings will make is that one of the benefits to having so many tourists is that they pay sales taxes. That they come down here, they throw around numbers that are 40%. Those sometimes seem generous to me. But the guy from Milwaukee who's coming down here is actually going to pay our sales tax. One of the problems with sales taxes is they're regressive. And they impact poor people the hardest.
Well, the thing that kills me is I don't mind any of that, but I want it to go to Orlando, and I mean the Orlando that's north of Kirkman Road. Or Conroy Windermere. I want the north of Orlando. I don't want that. There's 2 Orlandos. There's their Orlando and there's our Orlando. Our Orlando would like some of that sales tax cash to make our roads better and get more cops on the street so that we don't have a bunch of shootings. I don't know if you noticed this, Scott. I know you work for the Sentinel, but it seems like people are getting shot around here.
And cops are an exact example of what I say hotel taxes should already be paying
Bet
for.
your ass.
We have cops galore that are patrolling the tourism corridors down on I-Drive. It makes total sense for hotel taxes to pay for that. And not only could that maybe beef up police presence there, but it frees up money for us to have more resources, to have more officers, or whatever we might need on the rest of the county.
Yeah. Well, Scott, it's always good talking to you. Again, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. You can find him right there in the Sentinel. And by the way, get your subscription, man. You can do that digitally. You can get Amy Drew Thompson's reviews and everything she does. Of course, what Scott does, Mike Bianchi in sports, plus all the other great writers and investigators that work for the Sentinel that are uncovering some crazy stuff. I mean, this dark money job with FPL is just unreal, and I'm sure that pond is going to get deeper and uglier as we move forward toward the holidays.
Maybe this weekend.
Maybe this weekend. Wow. Oh, there's a little nugget.
That's a tease.
Is it stinky? Is it as bad as we think it is?
I don't think I'm betraying a confidence here. I think it's big enough that it's one of the first times we partnered up with another newspaper. It was just too big.
Tampa Bay Times?
Miami Herald?
Okay, well, no, okay. I'm not trying to get this man in trouble.
What?
I'm not trying to get this
We're
man
just
in
trying
trouble.
to get the deets.
Yeah. But anyway, yes. So we're going to keep going on dark.
All right.
And I did. Oh, I'm going to send it to you, Ross. You often talk about like it gets too big to all this stuff.
Yeah, so much
to comprehend. Last Sunday, I did a column called "Dark Money for Dummies," and that wasn't meant to be an insult.
It's not.
I read
it. Yeah.
It was after I read some of these stuff. It's really complicated and hard to get, and so I tried to break it all down. I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna text it to you.
And by the way, that's my design. They want it complicated. They want it difficult to find. They want you to have to weasel through, because what they're hoping is that you give up. That's the whole idea. They're hoping you give up. It's designed.
Man.
I'm not going to say that. All right, 407-916-1041.
Thanks, Scott.
Oh, he's continuing. He's got to feel better now. I felt terrible.
No, it's good. It's therapeutic.
I'm going to kick your ass.
One more week, buddy. One more week. Then we break.
That needs more of it.
All right, blood pressure is like 210 over 270. That's not even possible. I've been dead for an hour. All right,
the more
Scott,
angrier you get, the more he smiles. Stop it.
_ Maxwell. Find him there and always in
That's
the
how I am at 4:45 every morning. He's catching up.
He gets so angry that I age poorly.
Wait, Scott and I were having a texting screaming match, I think, last week at like 4:14 a.m.
Yeah.
All right, we'll got to take a little break, Scott. Back in a second with trivia. Load them up.
We have a prize. Get on board at 407-916-1041. Jim Colbert Show Trivia is brought to you by Cento Family Moving and Storage. That's CENTO moving.com.
This is Rob Parker. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Staples Stores. Jim Harbaugh and Michigan captured the Big Ten title, finishing the season as the number 2 team in the country, thanks to their star running back, Hassan Haskins. Haskins has 9 touchdowns in their last 3 games and will face off against number 3 Georgia. Don't forget about number 4 Cincinnati, who finished undefeated. Have their work cut out for them, though. Number 1 Alabama is looking to win their 7th national championship since '09. I'm Chris Collinsworth.
Staples Connect has custom packing materials, shipping supplies, and services. Now buy one, get one free on select premium shipping supplies, plus get 25% off UPS Express shipping services. Supplies offer ends 12/19, UPS offer ends 1/1/22, in-store only.
Let me tell you something, man. If you need a new bathroom, Rebath Mid-Florida is the answer. These guys know how to build quality bathrooms, and they do it in a short period of time. Matter of fact, that is their entire business model. Custom bathrooms quickly. That's what they do better than anybody. And if you don't believe me, go to their website. It's rebathmidfla.com. You can actually see the before and afters, see the transformations they've made in people's homes, taking ugly bathrooms and making them gorgeous, which, of course, affects the entire feel of the whole property, man. You know, you've done so much work in the house. Everything else looks great, but you've heard so many nightmare stories about your bathroom. No way possible you're even going to start that. Well, Rebath can help you with that, because what they do is they come in, they can demo, they take everything out, and then put the bathroom you helped design in. And the products are amazing. Natural stone, marble travertine, and all those colors you love. Perfectly cut so there are no grout lines, and they're working with brands that you've known forever. Moen, Kohler, Delta, Birch Cabinetry. That's what they install. It's all quality stuff. You can actually drop by their showroom, 436 in Altamont, right across from Gobi, and feel that quality, man. This is quality stuff installed in a timely manner. 4 to 6 days with their employees, and when it's all said and done, a lifetime guarantee on the products and the installation. You simply can't lose. Log on today, check out the before and afters, then book your appointment. Your new bathroom's waiting for you right now at rebathmidfla.com.
You work hard, so you deserve the good things in life, like getting an amazing deal on awesome internet. That's why there's never been a better time to switch to Xfinity. Get the fast and reliable internet you deserve for $20 a month for 12 months with a 1-year contract. And don't miss out. Ask how to get 12 times the speed for the same price when you add Xfinity Mobile. Just imagine, faster downloads, more streaming. The possibilities are endless. That's more speed, and you'll save hundreds over AT&T. Plus, ask how to score a 5G phone on us when you switch. So what are you waiting for? Sign up now, because you deserve awesome internet. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Ends 12/21/21. Restrictions apply. New Connect internet 50 megabits per second customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Compares monthly service charge for Xfinity 600 megabits per second to AT&T 500 megabits per second, each with 1 unlimited mobile line for a year as of 10/6/21. Reduced speeds up to 20 gigabytes of mobile usage.
The Medicare annual enrollment period is happening now, but I hate choosing a plan. Any suggestions?
I'm happy with my Humana Dual Eligible Special Needs Plan. It's a Medicare Advantage plan that I'm eligible for because I have both Medicare and Medicaid.
What's it like?
Their customer service goes above and beyond. Plus, I get an allowance for over-the-counter items, and on this Healthy Foods card, I get $75 for groceries each month.
I have both Medicare and Medicaid. Do you think I qualify?
Do what I did. Talk to Humana.
To speak to a licensed Humana sales agent, call 844-706-0557 daily from 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. That's 844-706-0557. Humana is a coordinated care plan with a Medicare contract and a contract with a Florida Medicaid program. Enrollment in this Humana plan depends on contract renewal. Humana Medicare Advantage dual eligible special needs plans are not available in all areas. No amounts on the Healthy Foods card can be used to purchase Medicare-covered prescriptions or services, nor can it be converted to cash. Benefits vary by plan.
Spectrum Mobile is reinventing wireless again. Get unlimited on 2+ lines for $29.99 a month per line. No contracts, no added taxes or fees. Includes nationwide 5G. Save up to 60% with Spectrum Mobile. Get unlimited on 2+ lines for $29.99 a month. Call 855-438-2999 or visit a store near you.
Offer valid for new customers on 2+ unlimited lines. Spectrum Internet required. Savings based on 2-line comparison of unlimited plans among major national carriers as of 9/20/21. Prepaid excluded. Restrictions apply.
Ugh, without sports, there are no excuses. That honey-do list is looking me right in the face.
I know what you mean. I couldn't go another weekend without putting up the fence for the kids to get outside. I've got 2 words for you. Fence outlet.
At Fence Outlet, we know the DIY struggle is real, and that's why we created Fence in a Box. Wood, vinyl, or aluminum fencing. In stock or ready to pick up or deliver. Order now. Have your yard, kids, and pets protected this weekend. Visit fenceoutlet.com.
To build a better tomorrow, we're making a bold new energy commitment to transform the energy grid, preventing thousands of outages, to add more renewables and advanced technologies like solar and wind as we drive toward net zero carbon, all while keeping the energy you depend on reliable and affordable. We're Duke Energy, and we're building a smarter energy future for you.
Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
This view was worth a hike.
Right? And it's a good way to stay on top of my health.
Yes, I'm Cologuard, a prescription colon cancer screening option for people 45 plus at average risk. Have you screened for colon cancer?
Not yet.
Don't wait. It's more treatable when caught in early stages.
Tell me more.
Cologuard is non-invasive and it's used at home. It detects altered DNA in your stool to find 92% of colon cancers.
92%?
Yep, even those in early stages.
This was seen in a clinical study with patients 50 and older. Any positive result should be followed by a diagnostic colonoscopy. False positive and negative results may occur. Cologuard is not a replacement for colonoscopy in high-risk patients. Do not use if you have had adenomas, have inflammatory bowel disease and certain hereditary syndromes, or a personal or family history of colon cancer.
Most insured patients pay $0. Ask your provider or an online prescriber if Cologuard is right for you, or visit Cologuard.com.
I'm in.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by RC Hill Mitsubishi, Highway 1792 in DeLand.
Take a break from the flame war. Your racist brother-in-law isn't going anywhere. Real Radio Orlando on Facebook. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Also available to watch, if you're into that kind of thing, at The Jim Colbert Show on Twitch.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Thanks for listening. We appreciate that on this beautiful Wednesday. Always good to hear from Scott Maxwell. Love the work he does over there at the Sentinel.
It's very important.
Yeah, welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb is here.
Hello.
Jack is there.
Yeah.
Ross has the old sauce jar.
All aboard. Because I have a beautiful pair of tickets to go see George Lopez, or as one of my friends calls him, Jorge Lopez. Oh my God. Hi. Comedy tour that's going down this Saturday, December 11th at Hard Rock Live Orlando. Love that venue. Beautiful venue. Great people. Great food.
Wonderful. Everything about it's good.
So that is your sauce jar?
Yeah, that entire facility is one of the most professionally run institutions that we've dealt with our entire career. They're amazing.
Trivia is brought to you by Cento Family Moving and Storage. Go local with that move and support a family-owned and operated Orlando moving and storage company. Best part, mention the Jim Colbert Show, you'll get a discount. Book them today at centomoving.com. That's CENTO moving.com. Back to you, Chulo.
Thank you so much, Deborah. Ross, who goes first today, buddy?
Guys, this guy's been listening for years, and he's never called before. And today he called because he thought we had Eagles tickets. But that doesn't matter because he was excited to go see George Lopez. Let's welcome John on line 4.
There you go. John, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, pretty good, Jim. Good to hear your voice, man.
Yeah, good to hear yours as well. Want to play a little game with us?
Sure.
Let's do it.
Want to play a game?
All right, John, we got a game here for you. Very easy. Got a question, 4 answers. One of them is a lie. If you can find it, I will send you to the sauce jar, and of course, you can enjoy all of the booty that is there.
Hey.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
All right, that's good. You said you were hoping for Eagles tickets, right?
Yeah, I was. My favorite song of all time is actually Hotel California. I've been trying to call you for ever since you had them.
Well, funny enough, today could be your day because on this day in 1976, on this very day, the band Eagles released their 5th studio album, Hotel California.
Woo!
It's the 3rd best-selling album in U.S. history. And here are 3 fun facts about Hotel California, one lie that just can't kill the beast. Number 1, The line "Stab It With Their Steely Knives" is an homage to the band Steely Dan, who they were friends with. Number 2, the cover photo is the Beverly Hills Hotel, which charged the band $10,000 for the rights to use the image. Number 3, the original name of the album Hotel California is Mexican Reggae. And lastly, Black Sabbath was recording their album Sabotage in the studio next door, and it regularly bled through, leading to re-recordings.
Oh.
Which of those is a lie?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I'm going to go with number 3.
Number 3 is absolutely correct.
Oh.
Unfortunately, the original name of the album, the working name of the album, was Mexican Reggae.
Wouldn't have worked.
And it was because they were sitting around jamming, and that's what they said it sounded like, Mexican Reggae. Who's next?
Let's welcome Kimberly.
Hey, Kim, how you doing?
Hi, how are you guys?
Very good. Find the lie here for me. We're talking about the Eagles album Hotel California. Number 1, the line "Stab It With Their Steely Knives" is an homage to the band Steely Dan, who they were good friends with. Number 2, the cover photo is the Beverly Hills Hotel, which charged the band $10,000 for the rights to the image. And lastly, Black Sabbath was recording their album Sabotage in the studio next door, and it regularly bled through, leading to re-recordings.
The last one.
No,
Black
that's
Sabbath.
absolutely true. The Black Sabbath was recording it next door, and to hear them tell the story of how annoying it was, because every time they would go to record a song, it would bleed through the walls.
Yeah.
And Tony Iommi used to have conversations with them all the time to figure out what the hell they were going to do to get it done. Who's next, brother?
Let's welcome Mark.
Mark there at the bottom. Mark, how's it going, buddy?
Gentleman Jim, great. How you doing?
Wonderfully, my friend. Here we go. We got 2. You got a 50-50 shot here. Number 1, the line "Stab It With Their Steely Knives" is an homage to the band Steely Dan, who they were great friends with. Number 2, the cover photo is the Beverly Hills Hotel, which charged the band $10,000 for the rights to the image.
Can you charge for a picture? I'm going to say that one.
Well, you can charge for a picture, but that is the right answer.
Yay!
So you're a winner, buddy. I'm going to put you on hold. You are a winner. Ross will have you taking care of the sauce jar. Stab It With Their Steely Knives is a shot at the band Steely Dan, because Steely Dan took a shot at them in another record. They're actually good friends with them.
Really?
Yeah, so when they say "Stab It With Their Steely Knives," there's also another one. What's it? Mercedes? What was the line in Hotel California that says Mercedes?
Oh, yeah.
Because it's not Mercedes-Benz, it's Mercedes-Benz. And there's a reason that's said as well. And the album, by the way, is about the excesses of the entertainment industry and of California. That's what the entire record's about, by the way.
It's not about Satan and a hotel you can't escape from?
None of that. It's just
Damn
about
it, you ruined it for me, man.
The trappings of the entertainment business is what it's about,
But
by the way.
she's got lot of pretty boys she calls friends.
When Don Felder came up with the guitar lick, he had no way to record it, so he called his home answering machine and played it there.
And even better,
save it on that.
And even better, he told me that story personally to my face because he was in the studio. But even better than that, when they were recording the song, Henley says, "That's not the way you played it originally." He goes, "It didn't sound like that." And he's like, "Well, that's how I remember it." They had to call the housekeeper again and have her play the thing through the phone, which they amplified in the studio so that Felder could remember the actual notes to the lick.
Maybe I heard it from you.
Yeah, it could have. John Kosh is responsible for the iconic album cover, Hotel California. He also provided the album art for Abbey Road, Who's Next, and the Rolling Stones' Get Your Ya-Ya's Out. So he did pretty well in that period.
Yeah, he did all right.
Life in the Fast Lane was written by Glenn Fry while speeding down the highway with his drug dealer.
All right.
Thought he was going to die that night, by the way. And lastly here, it was the first album for new band member, guitarist Joe Walsh. And I think it was the most important addition to the band because it brought a lot of energy that band needed, because when you watch them play, every note's perfect, but they don't move.
They talk about that. Fascinating documentary, 2-part documentary, history of the Eagles. And they talk a lot about what they needed more edge. And he brought that.
When I saw them, Russ and I saw them years ago when they came to Orlando, that original time in the old arena, and all we could say is it doesn't even sound it sounds fake. It's so good. The music's played so well, it sounded fake, like they were just playing the CD. But the crowd reacted. Everybody's like, clapping, big clapping. But when Walsh played, the crowd lost their mind. It was the only time in the night it actually felt like a rock and roll show is when Joe Walsh played Rocky Mountain High and Life's Been Good and all those big Joe Walsh hits with those giant riffs. Until then, it was just a fun show you sat at. Ross, quickly, thoughts?
We have a Christmas quiz.
All right, we'll do that next.
Managing the happiness to hangover ratio. And we hope that your family spends this holiday season the way ours would, with love, affection, and 8 or 9 bottles of Jägermeister.
Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call ClausmanLaw.com.
We're still looking at a slow ride heading west on I-4, especially between US 192 and Osceola Polk Line Road. It's slow, too, between Sand Lake Road and Central Florida Parkway. Eastbound steady, too, between Conroy Road and OBT, as well as between Princeton Street and Lee Road. Authorities working to clear an accident on Orange Avenue just south of Robinson Street. The Turnpike's still up to speed. See traffic problems? Call the Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Altamont Mall. Celebrate the holidays by stepping into the magic of the Wishing Forest at Altamont Mall. Visit the Wishing Tree Grove, capture magical moments with Santa, and give back to your community with nostalgic games. All proceeds will benefit Allie's Hope Foundation. Visit altamontmall.com to plan your trip.
Look, man, when it comes to the weather in Florida, there's a whole bunch of curveballs, like it being 86 degrees this Saturday in the dead center of December. That's why your AC has to be ready to go at all times, because you never know what Florida is going to offer you. I lean on Mills Air for that because they're very good at it, and they've been doing it for a while here in Central Florida, almost 30 years, actually. Their techs are incredible. I've had encounters with a number of them. They're wonderful people who give you great service, who are positively pleasant people to deal with as well. Not to mention their Carrier factory authorized dealers, which means you can get up to $1,275 in rebates toward a brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and certainly turn to the experts at Mills Air. Family owned and operated, ready to help you right now. 407-277-1159. Easy to find online at millsair.com.
Magic fans, join us at Amway Center for Star Wars Night and see the Magic take on Jimmy Butler, Tyler Hero, and the rest of the Miami Heat on Friday, December 17th. Buy your tickets today at OrlandoMagic.com to witness this home state rivalry.
Save money by doing it yourself with Fence Outlet's low-maintenance vinyl fence in a box. It's only $3,355 for an average backyard of 120 feet. From hardware to concrete, you get everything you need. Go to fenceoutlet.com.
As we age, we tend to slow down. But not anymore. The Aviv Medical Program is your chance to reclaim the brain and body functions that keep you going and getting the most out of life, like memory, attention, stamina, and more. And when you add the new Aviv Golf Performance Program, you can target your treatment to stay on par. For more benefits, both on and off the green, call 352-358-AV-IV.
Hey, Orlando Remodeling Pros. Win the jobs you want most with the 3D tools built into House Pro software. That's HOUZZ Pro. With House Pro, you can easily show prospective clients in 3D what their finished project will look like. See why pros like you are raving about how House Pro 3D tools are helping them win jobs, upsell customers, and get more referrals. So go to House Pro, that's HOUZZ Pro, online or in the App Store, and try 3D for free today.
Hey, Bruiser, you ready to do the old holiday shopping routine?
Yeah, I got all the houses picked out.
Alrighty.
Hey, you know, I almost feel sorry for these folks.
Oh, don't go soft on me now. That's why they pay insurance.
Okay, so you promise those kids will just lose their bikes for a little while?
Yeah, I promise. Whatever.
All right, then let's sing our favorite holiday song.
Yeah, we're making our list, checking it twice.
Looking for houses with things that are nice. Bruiser and Browser are coming to town. We're filling our truck, we won't leave much.
Avoiding those houses that got safe touch.
Bruiser and Browser are coming to town.
Crime does increase during the holidays. Hi, I'm Lester Jackson, owner of Safe Touch Security Systems. Our new Safe Touch two-way communicator saves lives and prevents property loss every day. Our average response time is an incredible 14 seconds. Nobody can match our service or our price. You have my guarantee on it.
Call Safe Touch today at 888-723-8682 or go to safetouch.com. State license number EF233.
This view was worth a hike.
Right? And it's a good way to stay on top of my health.
Yes, I'm Cologuard, a prescription colon cancer screening option for people 45 plus at average risk. Have you screened for colon cancer?
Not yet.
Don't wait. It's more treatable when caught in early stages.
Tell me more.
Cologuard is non-invasive and it's used at home. It detects altered DNA in your stool to find 92% of colon cancers.
92%?
Yep, even those in early stages.
This was seen in a clinical study with patients 50 and older. Any positive result should be followed by a diagnostic colonoscopy. False positive and negative results may occur. Cologuard is not a replacement for colonoscopy in high-risk patients. Do not use if you have had adenomas, have inflammatory bowel disease and certain hereditary syndromes, or a personal or family history of colon cancer.
Most insured patients pay $0. Ask your provider or an online prescriber if Cologuard is right for you, or visit Cologuard.com.
I'm in.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
With RP Funding's digital mortgage, you can refinance your home loan to today's low rates from the comfort of your own home. Get started today and let me pay your closing costs. Lock in your low rate before it's too late. Visit rpfunding.com. NMLS 70168, Equal Housing Lender.
Keep up this holiday season with Dunkin's new Pancake Minis. 6 fluffy pancakes with dipping syrup. Cheers with a creamy white mocha hot chocolate to take on the holidays wherever they take you. Marry on with Dunkin's new delicious Pancake Minis. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer. Exclusions apply.
Interest rates as low as 1.99% with approved credit. Visit nationstrucks.com today.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the personal injury law firm of Kaufman and Lynn studio. Car accidents, other injuries, call pound 546 from your cell or visit whenyouneedus.com. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. This is the Jim Colbert Show. Also available on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Just search the Jim Colbert Show.
Coming down the mountain. 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb and Jack are here as well. Let's get some Ross thoughts.
Give the people what they want.
It's weird.
It's a Christmas quiz.
It's funny.
Equally fair.
Sometimes.
Gonna be a good one.
It's Ross.
Huge prize.
Spelled like sauce.
Huge prize.
It's Ross Thoughts.
How huge?
If you're just it's a surprise. So it's a surprise prize.
Oh.
I'm putting the prize in surprise today. Welcome to Ross Thoughts. This is a Christmas-themed segment. I'm going to try to keep that train going.
All right, buddy. I need that. I need some spirit.
You need some spirit. This is the first Christmas quiz I think we've ever done on the Jim Colbert Show.
I think so.
So, you guys ready?
Yep.
You ready to start it off? We're going to start off with an easy one.
Okay. Are we all involved here? Or do we say our name? Are we chiming in? Are you going to call on somebody? How's it go?
So, yeah, no. I'm going to call out the person, and then we are going to see if they know the question, and then we're going to move on.
Oh, I see.
Each person has their own question.
Got it.
All right? So, are you ready, Deb?
I am, Ross.
Okay. Deb Roberts. What day every year does Christmas happen?
December 25th.
That is correct.
Hey!
Starting with a tough one.
All right, I told you, the first one's easy. All right, Jack?
Thank you, Ross.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm ready.
Which reindeer had a red nose?
That would be Rudolph.
Oh! We are 2 for 2.
Yeah, got it right.
Yeah,
All
you
right,
did.
now, Jim. What year did Jingle Bells come out?
Come on, Jim.
I just want to review real quick. You asked Deborah, what is the most popular date on planet Earth?
That is correct.
And she knew it.
The wording was different.
Then you asked Jack, again, something that everybody almost on Earth knows. And then you asked me when the song Silver Bells or Jingle Bells.
Not even listening.
Well, I mean, you can imagine.
What year did Jingle Bells come out?
Come on, Jim. Everybody knows this.
Is this Squid Game? Is this a Squid Game thing? Is that what this is?
This is not
Who wants
Squid
to be a
Game.
millionaire?
1946.
The answer is 1857.
Oh,
I am so sorry, Jim.
Sorry, buddy.
Bummer, dude.
Yeah.
All right.
Sucks to
Gotta,
be you.
Got to take the L on that one.
Okay.
Deb, what color is Santa's beard?
White?
That is correct.
Oh, nailed it. 2 points for Deb.
Jack,
Yeah, Ross.
what is a good Christmas cookie?
Oh, sugar cookie.
That is correct.
That's not even a question.
That was a question.
That's
I think
completely
there was a-
subjective question.
There was a question mark at the end.
I don't like sugar cookies, so it's not right.
Jim,
It's incorrect because I don't like them.
I'm sorry, did you say to Jim?
Jim, how many days did it take Dickens to write A Christmas Carol?
That's a Dickens.
I mean, I don't know what the goal is. I don't know what the goal is
Of
here.
the book?
How many days did it take for Charles Dickens to write A Christmas Carol?
I think it took him 650 days.
The correct answer is 42. Ooh.
Wow.
I guess I'm just a dumbass.
Mark that.
Deb, what does Feliz Navidad translate to in English?
Merry Christmas.
That is correct.
Yay!
Ooh.
3 points.
Just for the record, you should not revel that you got that right. You should
Sure I
not.
should.
You should not be happy with yourself that that's correct.
Sure, I
You should not.
I believe the question's on Jack, sir.
I'm ready.
Jack, does Santa have a wife? Yes or no?
Yes.
That is correct.
Yay! I know this because I watched Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
And her name is?
Jessica.
There you go. Bonus point.
Now, Jim. Where does Santa live?
Santa lives
Please answer with latitude and longitude coordinates.
Let me Google those for you.
Santa lives in the North Pole.
And its latitude and longitude coordinates are
128, 110.
I'm so sorry, Jim. The answer is 90 latitude and 0 longitude. Thank you.
It's no, Ross. You had it right. It's longitude. You had it right the first time. It's longitude.
Moving on. Deb.
Oh, I like the
Who
song.
makes Santa's toys that he delivers?
The elves.
That is correct.
Yay!
You have like a perfect score
I
so
do.
far.
I'm like 4-0.
Yes.
Jack,
Yes. You and all the other 2-year-olds.
what does Santa ride in?
Oh, a sleigh.
That is correct.
Woo! And now.
Jim
Is
Colbert.
this Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, or is this?
Yeah.
No. This is it not Deal or No Deal? What was that
No,
one?
this is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
No, it's not. Is it? Is
Yeah,
it? Oh,
it
I thought
is.
it was.
It is.
That is not the question or answer that we are looking for.
It's 90 and 0 longitude.
Longitude. God, I wish I had that one back. I wish I had that one back.
It's 90 latitude and 0 longitude.
Jim Colbert, what political cartoonist is largely responsible for defining what the modern Santa Claus looks like?
Who did Calvin and Hobbes?
Oh no. Who did all the covers for Saturday Evening Post?
That would be Norman Rockwell.
Yeah, Norman Rockwell is the answer.
Unfortunately, the answer is Thomas Nast.
Thomas Nast.
Thomas Nast. That is unfortunate. Deb.
I want to take this music and, like all things that I hate, I want to throw it in the river.
You need a rage room.
No, he needs to rage county.
I'd say I need to rage county. I think I may rage through this building tonight.
I think you need to go home on your 5 acres, strip naked, and just rage. Ross?
Deb, what is a good Christmas gift?
Get out of here with this. Get out of here with this. Look, listen, man. That's a subjective question. That's not a question that has an answer. It has multitudes of answers, not a singular answer. Can you ask a question or it has a singular answer? You've asked her a bunch of cakewalk questions already. Give her another one. Let's not break the mold.
What is a great Christmas gift?
God damn it.
Clothes.
That is correct.
Yay!
And anything could have been. Anything could have been.
This one's on Jack Bradshaw.
Okay.
Jack.
Don't let him win, Jimmy.
What are your initials?
This one is a toughie.
Oh, yeah. Hit him with a tough one, buddy.
What gifts were given to baby Jesus from the 3 kings?
Oh, I would say that would be gold, frankincense, and myrrh.
That is correct.
I had to give 3 answers.
Woo! That's a lot.
That was a tough one.
That was. I had to
who
dig
really
deep.
knows? You can't get frankincense nowadays, can you?
Sure you can. I wear frankincense and myrrh every day.
Do you?
Yeah.
Really?
It's a body mist, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I bought it because I was like, what does frankincense and myrrh smell like?
Jim, how about you? Do you wear frankincense and myrrh?
Shut up, Jack. Just shut up. That's all I want you to do is I just want you to shut up.
Jim.
Yes, Ross.
In what year did NORAD, which stands for North American Aerospace Defense Command, formerly CONAD, start tracking?
Did you say formerly gonad or conad?
Formerly known as CONAD.
Okay.
Start tracking Santa on Christmas Eve.
So when did they start tracking NORAD with Santa with NORAD?
That is correct.
I'm going to say that is 1906. I know. Hold on.
Come on.
1950. 1955.
Jim, that is correct.
Oh, you got a point.
Yay!
Oh, who's the big boy now?
Who's a big boy?
What a good boy.
Oh, you're a good boy. Oh, you're such a good boy.
How could you do that?
I want you to be in my rage room.
I think that means he wants to break you.
And your lovely surprise is Jim's anger. It is a tie between Jack and Deb. I hope you enjoy your beautiful trivia surprise, seeing Jim lose it. That's
I
your
think
gift.
we both won on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we see that every day.
And those are your Ross thoughts. I'm out. Merry Christmas. Peace.
Isn't this a pretty Christmas carol?
So, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Back with more of the Jim Colbert Show right after this.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7. It's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by Gringos Locos and SecuredRoofingAndRestoration.com. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James, Miguel, Mikey, and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center, best holiday selection, lowest prices.
We're still looking at a solid ride heading south on 429 between Sinclair Road and I-4. I-4 is also very heavy still westbound between US 192 and Osceola Polk Line Road. We're seeing delays too between Sand Lake Road and Central Florida Parkway. Eastbound still a busy ride coming in from Polk County between US Highway 27 and Osceola Polk Line Road as well. The beach line is up to speed. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center. I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Wawa. Now, every Tuesday, Wawa Rewards members get any size hot coffee or handcrafted iced coffee for free. All you have to do is sign up for Wawa Rewards. Free Coffee Tuesdays. Good mornings start at Wawa.
Man, let me tell you, nobody knows better that the Big Green Egg is the most versatile all-in-one cooker on the market. Now you can grill, smoke, roast, bake, get it super hot, take it down super low for hours, cook that perfect brisket, maybe even that pork shoulder. The good thing is, Tools Ace Hardware, the biggest Big Green Egg dealer in all of Central Florida, carrying all 7 sizes, as well as a gigantic selection of stands and tables to fit any lifestyle. It's the perfect complement to any backyard. Let me tell you, if you're looking for the extra special gift for somebody, you get them a Big Green Egg. You will never have to get them anything else in the rest of their life. They are amazing. And by the way, while you're at Tools Ace Hardware, you can still pick up the Jim Colbert Show rubs and spices. They're all right there for you. 11 locations means you can slide in all throughout Central Florida, Orlando, Winter Garden, Claremont, Groveland. They're everywhere. Find yours today at acehardware.com.
Staying healthy isn't easy, especially during the holidays. Watching your diet, staying active, managing stress. But a good night's rest helps boost your overall health and wellness. And it couldn't be easier. The Sleep Number 360 smart bed senses your movements and effortlessly adjusts to both of you. The result? You wake up ready for anything. Bring proven quality sleep home for the holidays. It's our holiday savings event. Save up to $500 on select Sleep Number 360 smart beds, only for a limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
When life-changing events happen, it's important to have somebody there to take the burden off of your shoulders. At those moments, Kramer Law is there for you. If you were involved in a divorce or you're having a dispute with your ex, Kramer Law will be there to take care of you every step of the way. Life-changing events happen. Having a lawyer on your side is the smart move. No matter what the legal issue, we're here for you. Kramer Law, one firm for life.com. Offices Altamont Springs.
Found a win-win situation when I decided to put solar panels on my roof. I reduced my carbon footprint, contributing less to global warming, reducing that carbon footprint, and I save money. Now, after several years, my solar panels are paid off, and all I have are that savings. Man, it is great. How many power bills are you going to pay before you go to SolarSource.com? SolarSource is the company that can get you on your way to solar. Learning about solar for your home shouldn't be pressure and sales tactics. SolarSource is there to be a reliable resource. They have over 30 years of experience, so you feel comfortable trusting them with your home. Over 60,000 systems installed in Central Florida with a 25-year warranty from the company with a history to back it up. You can go on to their website, SolarSource.com, and get a free savings estimate today. When you talk to them, tell them Jack from Real Radio sent you. SolarSource.com, get a free savings estimate. Start today. When it comes to power, trust the source. Solar Source.
Can you believe the year's almost over? Hey, this is RC Hill from RC Hill Mitsubishi. Most businesses count on strong fourth quarter sales. We sure do, and I got a big problem, and I need to catch up. Right now, I'm paying over appraised value for any car. Even if it's really old, I want it. If you owe $2,000, $4,000, or even $6,000 more than it's worth, I still want it. Save big and get more. Like brand new Mirage's 43 miles per gallon lifetime warranty. And introducing the all-new 2022 Outlander in stock and ready for delivery. Plus, check out our certified used cars. And all RCO Mitsubishis come with a lifetime limited warranty. Plus, my Love It or Exchange It program will keep you happy. I believe everyone deserves to drive a nicer, newer car. So even if you've heard no in the past, my dealer next door credit approval process can help you get approved with lower rates and smaller payments. So come into my fourth quarter catch-up sale today. I'm RC Hill and I'm your car dealer next door. Visit us at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Negative equity may be refinanced. New car pricing plus tax tag $8.99 admin fee. Dealer retains all rebates.
Need to turn your home equity into cash? This is Robert Palmer, and home values are at an all-time high. Smart homeowners are accessing home equity at today's low rates, but don't use your home equity to pay closing costs. Let me pay them instead. Visit rpfunding.com for details. NMLS 7168, Equal Housing.
If you've got an insurance question, you could talk to a dentist. But instead of filling you in on ways to save on your policies, he'd probably be too busy filling in that loose crown. Or you could talk to your local Geico agent, who will use their expertise to polish up your policies, from home and auto to renters, motorcycle, boat, and RV too. So while, yes, your dentist can save your smile, your Geico agent could save you money, which will make you use that smile a whole lot more. To find a Geico agent near you, visit geico.com/local. If you've got a personal auto insurance question, you could talk to a cab driver, although the policies he recommends might include avoiding the interstate, beating traffic by taking the back roads, and only making left turns when absolutely necessary. Or you could talk to your local Geico agent, whose policy is to use their expertise to navigate your insurance, finding the best route to help you save money on insurance for your home, car, and more. And as an added bonus, you'll be able to avoid traffic jams and potholes entirely. To find a Geico agent near you, visit geico.com/local.
Hi, I'm Susan, and I'm a school teacher, and my husband is a firefighter. One day, we got the worst call of our lives. Our son was in a serious accident. We heard Glenn Klausman on Real Radio and called him to help. Mr. Klausman genuinely cared about our son and fought multiple insurance companies to get us a great result. We could reach him 24/7 on his cell phone. Mr. Klausman was our guardian angel.
I'm Glenn Klausman. Contact me at klausmanlaw.com. That's KLAUSMAN law.com. Office, Winter Park.
When you owe the IRS or state sales tax and can't pay, call J. David Tax Law for effective tax help. J. David Tax Law can stop IRS or state collection actions and protect you from financial ruin. Call J. David Tax Law for a no-cost consultation at 407-603-3962. That's 407-603-3962 or at jdavidtaxlaw.com. Peace of mind is only a click or phone call away.
This year has been scary. My mom and dad didn't always have a lot of money to buy food. Some nights we went to bed hungry. But thanks to some really good people, this holiday will be extra special because we can have a big meal as a family. Give the gift of hope. For every $1 donated to Second Harvest Food Bank, you can provide 4 meals for a family like mine. Help today at feedhopenow.org. Second Harvest Food Bank. Fighting hunger. Feeding hope.
Any legal issue, Kramer Law, onefirmforlife.com. Offices Altamont Springs.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. You can always text us. And we get a lot of texts every day, a lot, and we appreciate it very much. That number is 77031. I'm Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well. Last half hour of the show coming up tomorrow. No Brendan O'Connor. Brendan is out tomorrow, but we do have Santa Clausman tomorrow. So Glenn will be in with a fistful of Publix gift cards. We'll write some trivia and then invite you guys to call in and try to answer it, and we'll give out a whole bunch of free stuff from Publix.
Yeah.
That's coming up tomorrow around 4 o'clock. Plus, your calls and texts all day long. We had an interview scheduled today for is it a dog trainer?
No, it was a guy. I guess maybe he's a dog trainer. I don't even know what a dog breeder. He was on the Netflix show called 7 Days Out over the Westminster Dog Show.
Yeah, the big one, yeah.
And he was super excited for it. And then he woke up and he was like, I hit him up. I was like, really excited to interview. And he was like, I'm in the hospital.
Really?
Oh,
wow.
Yeah. He was in the hospital. Hopefully he's okay. He wants to reschedule, but definitely woke up.
Yeah.
I didn't pry.
Have you seen the movie Best of Show?
Yes, and it is a absolute juggernaut of a comedy. It's his best movie, in my opinion.
So I agree, and it's funny because did you tell me that you guys that maybe it wasn't you, but somebody said they had a connection with that dog breeding, that world of upper level dog breeding and dog training and stuff. And he said that the movie Best of Show, and if you don't know what it is, it's basically about 5 different characters that take dogs to a big show, and how unique dog owners can be.
That's a nice way of saying it.
And they said it was a relatively accurate description of some of the people who go up into those things.
Deb, have you seen that movie?
No, I have not.
Have you heard of that movie?
I've heard of it, of course,
I can't think of a more Deb Roberts appropriate movie.
I don't know that you'll make it through it.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, you may need to put on a diaper for this one, because if you laugh at some of the stuff like you laugh in here, this is going to floor you. Animal related, wry. I mean,
not dirty,
dirty at all. And it's those characters that you've known forever. It's Catherine O'Hara.
I love her.
It's Eugene Levy,
Christopher Guest.
It's that Canadian monster troupe of people been making great movies like this forever, and Best of Show is like one of, I mean, it is brilliantly funny.
So
Not
good.
one part of it's not funny.
Where is the busy bee?
Yeah, where's the busy bee?
Where's the busy
They're the
bee?
greatest. From a yuppie couple to an old farm guy who just happens to have a dog to, I mean, and that guy's son, though, is one of my favorite parts of the entire movie.
And so it's funny is that the first time I watched it, I think I was probably like 18, 19, and I was like, oh my God, I love the gay couple. And then I watched it like when I was 25, and I was like, I love these posh, the busy bee couple. And then the last time I watched it, I was like, the country people are killing me.
That guy's son is it's the best thing in the entire movie. It will floor you.
Okay.
You have to watch it.
Okay.
You have to watch it. All right, 407-916-104. Saw a cool story, BBC.com today. Just kind of an interesting take, and just this headline really is talk-worthy. Is there a minimum amount of time that you need to stay at any one job? And basically the story wraps up is, when do you know you're done with a particular job? Like, when are you even capable of seeing it? Because what they're saying is a lot of people get into that stereotypical rut in a job they don't care for, but they're familiar, they make money they're comfortable with, good benefits, they like the people they're working with, but they're not growing as a person. They're not getting any better at what they do. They're not really expanding their horizons. And believe it or not, they're saying that a little bit of that is leading to this great resignation thing that we're seeing.
But if, like when you mentioned, if you're hitting on all the other cylinders, you're compensated, you do your job well, and you like the people around you, can't you find your growth outside of your workplace?
So that was actually tackled. And what they're saying is that burnout doesn't really work like that. Because burnout, you can't explain it. Like, have you been burned out in this job?
Sure.
Okay. Have you ever been burned out doing stand-up?
No.
You haven't experienced that yet?
No. I mean, no.
Have you been burned out in this job?
Hi, I'm Deborah.
Right. So and the reason I ask about this job, I believe the stereotypical idea of this job is that it's just nothing but fun, right? And for the most part, this job is a blast. And
Yes.
we're incredibly lucky to be here because it does take one of those aligning of the stars to have an opportunity like this arise
Hell yeah.
and then to last this long. But I will tell you straight up, about 8-10 years ago, maybe a little bit more, I actually considered quitting. And I actually contacted management about it. I mean, I was ready to go. I was so burned out on doing this that I didn't think I was getting any better at it. And maybe I haven't, but it just didn't feel inside that I was really contributing anything. I didn't feel fulfilled when I left work. And then you have to ask yourself, are you supposed to feel that way when you leave work? Are you supposed to feel like you actually accomplished something? Or are you supposed to feel like you just made it through your day of work? All the jobs that were handed to you that day were done. They were done well. Nothing came back. You pat on the back off tomorrow, and we'll see you tomorrow. I mean, but there's an interesting concept to the idea of realizing or not realizing if you're in the right space for your employment. And I wonder how many people out there actually are happy with where they are. They're really genuinely happy to come to work every day. I think it's actually more than you think, though. I know that seems contradictory, but I believe it's more than you think. And even though in the context of this great resignation, a lot of the resignation is what's happened is what they've said is millennials now, because you will understand this, Ross. This is really cool that you're on the show and you're 30 and we're all like in our 50s, except for Deb. She's 41.
Good,
bravo.
man.
In our work day, and when we were entering the workforce, it was a sense of pride to work for one company for a long time. Right? Mm-hmm. It didn't matter how much you made. It didn't matter really if you moved up the corporate ladder. There was a sense of pride, and even from people who were looking at you, not just from yourself, for working at a place for a real long time. Right? You're a loyal customer. You're a loyal employee. You're a company man, and that used to have a lot of provenance, but it doesn't with your generation. Matter of fact, it's exactly the opposite with your generation. Not exactly the opposite.
Well, in some cases, I've read that staying at a job too long is now seen as a detriment, which is interesting because in this career, length is what allows you to build a relationship with your listening audience. You know, I don't want to come and go in 3 years and we not have that kind of connection.
Exactly. But this situation, I mean, I would agree with you 100% there. But what this situation is saying is there's no
growth.
There's no stigma behind job hopping now. Back in the day, if you talk to somebody, if I was talking to Jack and we were having a conversation and I found out Jack had worked at 4 places in the last 10 years of his life, I immediately think Jack is a problem employee.
Yeah.
I don't give him credit for moving to a job that makes him happier, makes him more money. None of that. I don't ever give him credit for that. All I know is this guy must be a problem. He's worked at 4 places in 10 years. The new generation does not roll like that. They do not feel like that. The idea of job hopping doesn't have the stigma of negativity anymore.
You know, it's funny that you say that, and if Jack had 4 jobs in 10 years or something. I remember when you and I first met, and you were getting to know me, and you found out that I worked at the same place since I was 18 all the way up to 27, 28 before I came over here. And I do remember it was the first time I've ever told somebody that I've worked at, this theme park, Universal, for 10 years. And they were like, good. I was like, I've never had that response.
But it says something about you. You and I were just talking about your roommate earlier.
It says commitment.
That also says something, right? Yeah. So when you tell me as a 30-year-old, even more so, it was even more impressed that you're 30, that you're only 30, and for 27 years you went to a place and you showed up every day, you did your job, you didn't call in sick, you weren't lazy. Yeah, that says something to me about you as a person. The difference now is that people that are your age, if you told them that story, would be like, what are you doing, dude? What are you doing there for 10 years?
And I see both sides of the argument. I really do, because there is, when you work at the same place after a while, and one of my biggest fears is not, I'm sure there's a better word for it, but I want to stay hungry, and it's kind of hard to stay hungry.
Ambitious.
When you're getting fed.
Right. 100%.
So that's the argument against, staying at the same place and maybe not jumping into the deep end and maybe going, this is going to be scary.
Right.
But let's find out at the very least.
And that's the terrifying nature. See, you're about to move into a different realm of your life. So at 27 years old, living in an apartment with a bunch of people, you didn't have a lot of responsibilities that leaned on you. As long as you could pay your rent and put some gas in your car, you were probably going to be okay and have some food money and this, that, and the other. But when you have a family and you start a family like that, it changes the way you look at your employment altogether. You can't really think about, quote unquote, job hopping at that age. But that's even changed. In the context of this story, they said that even millennials that have families and they don't fear changing jobs anymore. In my generation, you were terrified of having to leave your job and restart a career and whatever. And it didn't even matter if it was in the same business. You simply just didn't want to go through with it.
Well, because you had a family to feed. That's a whole lot of risk with a whole lot of, dependence.
And, I just around the room here real quick, how much does familiarity mean to you guys in your workplace every day? Like, how much does it mean to you to come in here, into this office, into this studio every day, see the same people every day, pretty much know what you're going to get from this building every day of your life? How much value does that have to you? Is that important to you?
It's important to me with the equipment, because working at home with COVID was, I'm at home, but I don't have the wire, the news wire. I don't have the computers. So familiarity, some of it.
Jack,
the nature of what we do on the air, whether we could have the structure is the same, but each day is unique and different. That's what I love. And everything else, I want to be the same.
Right.
The environment, the people, all of that, having that the same, then that uniqueness I get in what we're able to do on the air.
And that's a unique answer, because talking to Ross about his career at Universal for so many years, do you know that one of the only things you talked about when you first started working here, you and I were getting to know each other, I know this for a fact. You loved going to work at Universal Studios. And one of the reasons you loved going there is you love people. You're a people person.
Yeah.
And you told me, and a matter of fact, I know this for a fact, that some of your most important encounters with anybody in that park happened in that room getting ready to go out and do your thing, because you'd become family with those people. And when they gave you that award that night, that was a big deal for you.
Massive.
That become your, that familiarity had become almost like part of your family.
Yeah.
How much value does that have to you?
There is value, but I also know that it's I don't know. It has a lot of value. And I love all the people that I used to work with, and I love the people that I work with right now. Hold the mush, I get it. But I also know that you can't forget about yourself, and I don't want anybody to hold me back.
That's the new generation of thinking, because again, generationally, people who are our age in our 50s, that's not what we learned. But it wasn't like that at all. It was, you found something where you could fit in that was good for you, that you made enough money, and there was somewhere to go in the company, and everything else did not matter. And it didn't, I mean, you learn how to deal with that adversity, whether it be a car lot, an insurance office, whatever the case may be, you just learn how to deal with it. But now that new generation of people, they don't care how good the situation is. If they see a better deal, they're going.
Well,
and they will leave all that stuff they love behind because of a better deal for them. It didn't care. I mean, it didn't really apply to the rest of their life. It's internal now. But for us, it wasn't like that. We always thought of other people first, or at least I did.
Well, and I think maybe that changed, especially when you had a family. But I remember for part of our generation, watching your parents bust their ass at the same company 30, 40, 50 years, and they get a watch and the pat on the back.
Right.
Made you go, man, I don't really know about that. And I think what really switched and changed was when companies stopped giving you a pension.
Oh, yeah.
When you're building a retirement, look at the situation in the Villages is something Ross's generation and his roommate after him will never know. That you work for Ford Motor Company for 30, 40 years, you retire to the Villages, and they pay for your bills for the rest of your life. We don't have pensions anymore.
Yeah,
so
401ks and IRA Roth.
And those are all up to you that you
Yeah.
can hopefully take as you move on. So that loyalty to company, that loyalty to brand really isn't there anymore because that same loyalty from your company isn't being reciprocated.
Man, I hit a nerve here because we have some interesting texts come in. It says, as a developer, it's super common to look for the next better job. I'm 32 with a family, and I have no issue changing jobs every 2 to 3 years looking for a better opportunity.
And sometimes that's the only way to get a raise, because when you're stuck, it's like, well, this is what we're paying here, so you can take your talents elsewhere. It's really like auto insurance. You have to change companies to get a better rate.
And then yet someone also texted at 77031, don't get it twisted. As an executive kitchen manager, I would rather hire someone with zero cooking background who held their last job for 5+ years than someone who worked at every big name joint in town in the last 5 years.
And I'm telling you, man, as an employer, and I think that probably depends on the age of the person making the decision on who's coming into their team. But as an employer, if I met you and you were who you are now and your employment record was sketchy in the background, I would have probably thought a little harder about bringing you on, just simply because that past tells the story more than likely of where you are and where you're going and who you are. But when I saw that you were one of these guys who's dedicated, you're committed, it was easy to make the decision. And because of your generation is so much different than my generation. It's just a very unique take. It's actually a fascinating story. If you want to read it, it's at the BBC. It's called, Is There a Minimum Amount of Time You Need to Stay at a Job? And it's a great read, not so long, and it's kind of eye-opening to show you the differences of how people look at their own employment.
And I would imagine it's at least through your probationary period. Don't bail on a company that just trained and hired you only to walk away before your probationary period is over. That's just a dickish move.
Yeah, 407-916-1041. Load them up. Let's do last call. 3 lines open. Grab them now.
Make us think or make it funny. Just make it good. Get on board now for last call on the Jim Colbert Show. 407-916-1041.
This Real Radio 1041 weather report sponsored by Rude Air Conditioning, powered by Ferguson HVAC.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Allison Gargaro with a look at your Central Florida forecast. A weak front will be sweeping across the Florida Peninsula this evening, so we are looking at a chance for some showers and potentially an isolated thunderstorm or two, but this will be clearing out by 10, 11 o'clock tonight. Mostly cloudy skies will be in store overnight. Lows holding on to the mid-60s and afternoon highs for your Thursday right around 80 degrees. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Allison Gargaro.
This report is sponsored by Altamont Mall. Celebrate the holidays by stepping into the magic of the wishing forest at Altamont Mall. Visit the Wishing Tree Grove, capture magical moments with Santa, and give back to your community with nostalgic games. All proceeds will benefit Allie's Hope Foundation. Visit altamontmall.com to plan your trip.
Man, with Rebath, you're dealing with a national company, standards, policies, and procedures to ensure you get the job you paid for on time, every time, usually in 4 to 6 days or so. Lifetime guarantee on the products and the installation, right? The no chucking the truck job where you can hear nightmare stories about somebody taking a deposit, then disappearing for weeks, only to have your job take months to complete. That is not the case here. Installer's been with these guys 8 to 10 years. And the reason why is because Dave Dembauer, the owner, is an awesome guy. An awesome person, and you will love doing business with him. Rebath, the groutless solutions, means no grout lines, no scrubbing like that. Natural stone, marble, and travertine, all those gorgeous colors. That's what they do here, man. And bathroom remodeling is all they do. It's their entire focus, from a shower and bathtub enclosure to a simple shower tub conversion to a full bathroom demo and blowout remodel. That's what they do. No cookie cutter, one size fits all. These are all custom bathrooms, and you can actually see these products and actually get an idea of what your bathroom may look like. Just go to 436 in Altamont, right across from Kobe. That's where the showroom is. Put your hands on these gorgeous materials and feel that quality. That is what is going to be in your home, because that's what they install. Hop online today and check out those before and afters, man. That can happen for you. It really can. Book your appointment today. It's Rebath, midfla.com.
Hi, break time?
I know you.
I'm Cologuard, a prescription colon cancer screening option for people 45 plus at average risk. It seems like you take care of yourself.
I do. I play tennis. I try to eat well.
What about screening for colon cancer?
Not yet.
Don't wait. Colon cancer is more treatable when it's caught in early stages.
Tell me more.
Cologuard is non-invasive and is used at home. It detects altered DNA in your stool to find 92% of colon cancers.
92%?
Yep, even those in early stages.
This was seen in a clinical study with patients 50 and older. Any positive result should be followed by a diagnostic colonoscopy. False positive and negative results may occur. Cologuard is not a replacement for colonoscopy in high-risk patients. Do not use if you have had adenomas, have inflammatory bowel disease and certain hereditary syndromes, or a personal or family history of colon cancer.
Most insured patients pay $0. Ask your provider or an online prescriber if Cologuard is right for you, or visit requestcologuard.com.
I'm on it.
Excellent.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Oh, hi. I need help with indoor air quality.
This call is being recorded so that we can make fun of you at the company Christmas party.
Okay. Well, my house is so stale and stuffy. Can you help?
For basic air filters, press 1.
No, I want a proper indoor air quality solution.
Oh, well, those are complicated.
I know. That's why...
Terribly sophisticated equipment, that.
I can't believe... This would never happen with Frank Gay.
Frank Gay? They're good with the indoor air quality stuff.
Really?
Should have called them straight away. Although we are cheaper. Only you get what you pay for.
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When you need indoor air quality, you deserve an expert. Professional-grade filtration and advanced technology for healthier air quality that smells great and keeps your family breathing easy. That's the Frank Gay way.
Have you considered just living outside, in a tent?
That's the Frank Gay way. FrankGayServices.com.
Ho, ho, ho! It's Santa! The elves are busy in the workshop while I broadcast live from my special studio on iHeartRadio. It's my very own radio station, North Pole Radio. It's all your favorite Christmas songs and me. You can listen to me anywhere on the free iHeartRadio app, and it's really easy to play me on that smart speaker I gave you last year. Just ask Alexa to play North Pole Radio on iHeartRadio. iHeartRadio. Merry Christmas!
With the largest selection of late model pre-owned trucks in stock, no matter what you're looking for, Ford, Chevy, Dodge Ram, GMC, Nation Trucks has it on the lot right now. And interest rates are as low as 1.99%. No payments till April with approved credit. So start driving the truck that you deserve. Visit nationstrucks.com today.
If you've been involved in a car accident, call me, Glenn Levine, at the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733, and take back control of your life.
Office in Orlando. When it comes to power, trust the source. SolarSource.com.
Hi, welcome to Culver's.
Seeing the joy that people feel when they share a meal with family and friends, that's why we do this. The laughter of kids around the table, the thrill of families driving through for a treat.
What can we make fresh for you today?
The delight of not having to cook, and instead, letting us safely serve you. It all comes back to taking care of each other. And for that, we'll be here with your favorites, and always a smile.
The way we make our frozen custard shakes at Culver's isn't all that different from how you might at home. Whip up a batch of fresh frozen custard, like we do daily in our restaurants. You'll need farm fresh dairy and a precise temperature-controlled custard machine. Don't worry, I know a guy. Scoop the slow-churned custard into a cup, add milk and whatever flavor you're craving. Real strawberry, mint, peanut butter. Commence sipping.
Better yet, come to Culver's and leave the whole expertly handcrafted shake thing to us. Welcome to Delicious.
Hey, Orlando remodeling pros. Start estimating faster and win more jobs with Houzz Pro software. That's Houzz Pro. With Houzz Pro, you can create and send professional estimates in just minutes from the office or the field. Local labor and material costs are included to help you stay competitive. Plus, invoicing and online payments are built right in. So go to Houzz Pro, that's Houzz Pro, online or in the App Store, and sign up for free today.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
Instagram, it's not just for dog pick. Oh my God, look at this cute puppy. At Real Radio 1041. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch. Yeah. We like it when you watch. At The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
This is one of my favorite Christmas songs, by the way.
Ross, what did I just tell you?
The Waitresses?
Yeah, this is one of my favorites now.
Absolutely love it.
When I started hearing it this year again, I'm like, God, I love this song.
Such a good tune.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool melody. Yeah, that's the Waitresses.
Yeah, Waitresses with Christmas wrapping. My other one is Darlene Love, Baby Please Come Home.
Yeah, Baby Please Come Home.
Hey, I just stumbled across a new Christmas song. It's old. It's a Frank Sinatra song that gets no love.
Yeah.
No one's ever heard of it. I've asked people, and they're like, no, what is this?
I'm a Sinatra fan, and he played it for me. I'm like, I'd never heard it before.
Yeah.
Good, huh?
It's called An Old-Fashioned Christmas.
Is it from The Drink?
No, it's it's just a hauntingly beautiful
I'll
Christmas
check it out.
song.
All right, two lines open for last call, 407-916-1041. Where did you find it?
I just...
Tooling around?
Yeah, music.
Very good. Again, two lines open for last call, 407-916-1041. If you want to grab the Jim Colbert Show spices and rubs, you can go to JimColbertLive.com. We also have the videos up of Deb's dance party along with Ross's dance party a little earlier. Deb, and somebody said, you don't know what twerking is. I'm like, what? Deb's not going to go out there and throw her ass around like it's some rap video.
Yeah, so it's not twerking. I don't know what you call
She's
that
just
kind of
rubbing
dance.
asses with
I
another
see a
umbrella.
lot of it when I go to Jamaica.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but in Jamaica, they've got something to twerk with. I'm definitely glute-free. Sadly, my brother got the glutes and the eyelashes because that's what every boy needs.
Right, yeah, big ass and big fat, big bandy eyelashes.
That's all right. I got the boob and the skin color.
All right,
glute-free.
407.
I am glute-free.
916-1041. One line open for last call. Grab that. We'll do that here in just a few minutes. Just one line, though.
I literally have to put a cell phone on one side and cigarettes on the other to have someone go, damn, girl. Got a little bounce in that.
By the way, man, I really appreciate we had a lot of really positive texts about that last segment.
Yeah.
I wish I would have saved that for another time. The way the show was broken up today, it would have been hard to kind of get it going and take phone calls. We may revisit that tomorrow because we do have an open segment with Brendan not being in, but it was fascinating. We got so many freaking texts about that working somewhere for a long time thing and some really interesting stories from families who have had people at jobs for 40 and 50 years, fathers and sons who worked at the same place for decades.
It was something Jimmy and I were talking about on the break because it's something you and I vastly understand coming from, I mean, we couldn't be more different hometowns. Yours, Palatka, Florida, mine, Green Bay, Wisconsin, but the biggest employer in town is the paper mill.
Right, that's
and
it.
I remember graduating high school, the boys, it was like, that was what you wanted to do. You wanted to go work at the paper mill because you made good money an hour, you had a pension, you needed nothing more than a high school diploma, and if you weren't going to do that, good luck. Not a lot of industry in Green Bay.
Yeah,
It was a sense of security.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was a good job. Your uncles did it. Your dad did it.
Absolutely. All right, Deb, who do we have to thank today?
We want to thank Carrie Mowell from Polka Dogs, who was our Animal House guest today. Animal House podcast will be posted shortly.
POLKADOGZ.org if you want to check those guys out.
The great local rescue with opportunities to volunteer and adopt. And, of course, Orlando Sentinel columnist Scott Maxwell.
Scott_Maxwell on Twitter. Sweet Heat for sure.
Is he Sweet Heat or Sweet Cheeks?
Sweet Heat.
Okay, thank you.
Don't make it
can
gross.
be both.
Well, it sounds like a barbecue sauce.
It does.
Jack, we have a Twitter poll.
88% say yes.
That they eat leftovers.
That they eat leftovers.
Hell yeah.
Correct, Deb.
All right.
Hell yeah. Best leftovers, I think, is probably Kobe.
Chili.
Hard to beat Kobe leftovers. Chili, I get it. Yeah.
Chili
See,
gets better as you let it sit.
No. Lasagna.
Lasagna's good leftovers, too.
Sometimes better than
pizza, but you have to reheat it in the oven.
Yeah, no microwave.
Any rice dish.
Yes.
Any rice dish I'm eating for leftovers.
That's a good one.
I'm telling you, I don't know that there's anything that warms up better than Kobe.
Let's save some of this for tomorrow's show.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Oh, we're done.
We got too much.
We're going to do... I thought we were going to do another 6 hours tonight.
Have fun. See you guys tomorrow.
All right, no stand-up. Where can people find out about your videos and other stuff?
Just check me out on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. That's Raw spelled like sauce. You have a bunch of content awaiting.
Yeah, let's do this. Here you go. Larry, last call.
Hey, Jim. Great show. Jack, contact Jerry Demings. I sent you his contact person. He wants to come on December 17th. For your last show. Are you going to let him on?
I'm sorry. Are you booking guests?
Are you going to let Jerry Demings on?
Why do we want Jerry Demings on?
Because you talked about Scott Maxwell talked about him. You guys are touting him. He's a good person for Orlando. We need a positive influence. Jerry Demings is a nice guy.
I know he's I've met Jerry Demings.
Book it, Larry. Book it, Larry.
Yeah, you book it, Larry.
Book it, 520. Book it. Gotta go.
Oh, man, that was weird.
Tristan, last call.
A little aggro.
Hey, Jim.
Hey.
I was wondering if you knew the difference between outlaws and in-laws.
I don't know.
Outlaws are wanted.
Oh, someone's got family coming in.
Patrick, last call.
How you doing, Jim? I wanted to expand upon the conversation that you guys were having about jobs earlier.
Quickly.
I'm a 20-year-old college student that's from Broward County, and I now live and reside in Orlando, where I attend school, and it's for hospitality management. So far, within the year since I've been here, I've been given a lot of opportunities to expand my resume, and I've taken every opportunity. I wanted to mention that as a young person, I enjoy the familiarity with the jobs that I've had, but I've also enjoyed being challenged on a daily basis.
Awesome,
and I don't
dude.
like the mundane.
Thank you, buddy.
That's
Appreciate
good,
that
man.
very much. All right, quickly. Party Mom, take us home.
Woo!
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you. Appreciate that. All right, let's
She
party
gets
Mom.
this
Hell out of there.
business.
Sorry, Brandon, didn't run out of time, buddy. We will be back tomorrow for sure. Santa Clausman will be with us, plus your calls and texts all day long. On behalf of Deb, Jack, and Ross, I am Jim. We follow the News Junkie. They follow the monsters in the morning. After us, it's Tom and Dave with the Corporate Time and our friends from Real Ass. We'll see you tomorrow at 3 for more of the Jim Colbert Show. Until then, have a great evening.
And go put some hump in your day. Bye.
Help us screen calls.
Celebrating non-denominational consumerism.
No matter what your faith is, have a Merry Christmas.
Real Radio 104.1.
A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan is coming up next on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center, best holiday selection, lowest prices.
We're still looking at a parking lot heading east on the 408 due to a crash taking up 2 left lanes between I-4 and Crystal Lake Drive.